You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah, peace to the family, man. What's going on, everybody? Let me turn all these stuff going on in the background. Got that volume on right there. Bam, that's off. All right, cool. Got other stuff going on in the background. Hold on. Do I have it? Oh, wait a minute. I thought I had my doggone Instagram up live. So let me go. Hold on, guys. Let me go ahead and do the Instagram right quick. I thought I had the IG up, but I guess I didn't. I'll be damned. Thought I had it up, but I guess I didn't. Y'all bear with me one moment. Let me go ahead and do this IG right quick. Turn Instagram on. We're going to stream live on Instagram as well. I like doing simulcasting. I got something else that just fell in my lap. Something I'm just thinking about doing. Thinking about getting involved in. Now you know what? I'm not going to say it online. I don't want to say it online because I don't want these old hate ass niggas hating. They gonna be hating like a motherfucker. They gonna be trying to shoot the rocket out the sky before it even get off the ground. Yeah, dog. No, dog. We ain't finna let that go down. Like, not like that, dog. We ain't finna let that go down. Nigga, who you think you with? DJ Quick? Kid Capri? They gonna be trying to keep me in check. They gonna be trying to keep me in check and be like, man, hell no. No, we ain't going out like that. Anyway, shout out to everybody, man. Happy Monday. Hey, you already know what time it is with me.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Happy Monday has a different meaning. Happy Monday has a different meaning, right about now. Shout out to doggone Lord Blue. He said, be more light blue. I'm here, coach, Northeast Baltimore in the building. Okay, for sure. Shout out to Eric Gomez. Eric, what's going on, fam?
To this day.
Eric Gomez in the building. School of X-Man is in the building. Shout out to John. John is here. Sheila E. from Cali. We got Sheila E. from Cali. You know, Sheila E. really is from Cali. I think Sheila E. is from Oakland. Yeah, I think she's from Oakland or something like that. Anyway, so we got Sheila E. from Cali. We got John. We have Mr. Marcus King is in the building. Who else we have on the other chat? Let's talk to the family over here. The True Media family. Let's see. Javier, what's going on, fam? Ernie Wiles is in the building. Gabby Moore, that's in the other chat. Shout out to everybody watching on X. They will be pulling in. I'm going to try to get in contact with Brian Norman Sr., you know what I mean, to find out what's really going on. So G5 from the Bronx is here. Antonio Elliott, salute, fam. Yeah, man, Antoine Elliott, salute. Yeah, man, you get what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit him up, find out what the lick read on that. I see doggone Eddie Hearn, he trying to look like Eddie Hearn trying to parlay a situation. Hey, shout out to Spark City. Hey, it looked like Eddie Hearn trying to parlay a situation. You get what I'm saying? You dig? Shout out to Daniel Agnew. Shout out to Miss Sheila in the building. Shout out to Jamil. Jamil, what's going on, fam? Yeah, hey, Jamil, look like Eddie Hearn trying to parlay a situation, right? On X. Now I looked at it, analyzed it, broke it down like a 57 Chevy. You get what I'm saying? And I have come to the conclusion that that's cap.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it's cap. I'm gonna lay it out real nice and sweet for y'all. Shout out to Lonnie, man. Chi-Town in the building. Chicago in the building, man. Chi-Town in the building. Listen, who got here? Chi-Town in the building. Do we have LA? Mr. Tomato Can is in the building. Hey, Mr. Tomato Can. Boy, you know what I mean? I saw you in Vegas. Yeah, Mr. Tomato Can. I saw you in Vegas. I had some people, checking on you out there. You didn't even know it. Hey, Mr. Tomato Can. Yeah, I saw you was in Vegas now. I had some people out there, just checking on you, making sure everything Gucci. You get what I'm saying? They was laying low. You didn't even know they was watching you. Yeah, man. Anyways, shout out to Alan. Alan, what's going on, fam? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to let's see, Clint. Clint is here. They will say Clint is in the building from the Chi-Town. Okay, we got Chi-Town. Cook Up Research Senior. Jazz Funk is here. Tomato Can. Got Tomato Can. Hey, sometimes, you know what? But sometimes them cans fight back, boy. Sometimes them cans, and sometimes you run up on the can, and he tired of getting the ass whippings, or maybe the matchmaker, maybe the matchmaker. No, I'm in the tomato can. No, they were just checking. No, they saw my people hit me up. They told me they saw you. They said you was in good. You was in good hands. You get what I'm saying? We got to make sure. We got to make sure you have some goons, Mr. Tomato Can. We got to get you some goons. Yeah, that's what we got to do, dog. We got to make sure you got some goons. You know what I mean? Just in case. Shout out to Summer in November. Summer, what's going on? DJ Too Brazy. Man, DJ Too Brazy, what's happening, man? Boy, I got something set up. Big, boy. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Because, the hate gonna be vicious. The hate gonna be vicious on this one here, man. I'm trying to tell you, dog. Boy, I don't listen. Boy, you get what I'm saying? I don't got confirmation for like the third time. I'm like, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna keep it under wraps. Because everything ain't meant to be said, when it ain't time to say it. You get what I'm saying? I want you jitterbugs to understand that everything ain't meant to be said when it ain't time to say it. That's an old saying right there. So you jitterbugs out there, if y'all want to get, you want to get loosey-goosey or have loose lips or whatever, just remember, everything ain't meant to be said when it ain't time to say it, baby boy. You did? True. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? True. Hey, shout out to Deal. Hey, Deal. Shout out to Hannibal. Hannibal's in the building. Hey, Hood Rich. Salute, fam. All right, let's get it in. You know what I mean? Let's get it in. Boy, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you, boy. Hey, boy. Hey, Mr. Tomato Can.
The stickiest of
the God damn, boy.
The old boy Rick James.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Lord have mercy. Boy, y'all have no idea. I would wonder why my left eye was twitching, right? My left eye been jumping right here, like right here. And I was trying to figure out what that meant, right? Because back in the day, we believe in superstitions when I was growing up, like if somebody like growing up in the hood, we had like superstitions, like if your left hand itches, my left hand itches, that means you finna that mean if your left hand itch, that means you finna come into some money. Yeah, your left hand itches. Oh yeah, you finna come into some money soon. Or if you split the pole, that's bad luck. Or if your eye twitching, if your left eye twitching, it means something. I don't know what it is, but my left eye been twitching like a motherfucker. I said, damn, what my shit be twitching, man? You get what I'm saying? And the only thing that changed was
the stickiest of the icky. You want to talk with the old boy Rick James?
Hey, boy, that's it, right? That's shit got a nigga eye twitching. But I don't know if y'all can handle this over here, boy. But hey, I don't know if y'all, but this might be this shit might be too much. Hey, I was like, yeah, damn, my shit ain't never twitched. Now all of a sudden it's twitching. hey, shout out to Superman in the building. Hannibal. He said, that Florida Reggie, you smoking coke. No, sir. I don't even know how to spell Reggie. True. Boy, I don't even know how to spell Reggie. Literally, I don't. You hear what I'm saying? He say Florida Reggie. Hey, that's an oxymoron. Florida and Reggie don't mix. True. Yeah, Florida and Reggie don't mix, fam. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Florida and Reggie don't mix. That's an oxymoron right there. Ain't nothing Reggie in Florida. No, now San Antonio, yeah. Now if you say San Antonio, yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. You right about that. San Antonio, facts. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Let's get into the show. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, boy, shit ain't that Reggie in this state. I could probably say, hey, I bounce for the entire state. Yeah, I am the state representative. I am the state representative of the gas committee. I am the state representative of the gas community Gas Committee, and I can confirm that there is no Reggie in this state. As a matter of fact, the entire state of Florida is Reggie free. As a matter of fact, the entire state of Florida is Reggie free. You know what I mean? You know what? Hey, listen, I spoke to the mayor and the governor. I spoke to the mayor of Tampa and the governor of the state. And I say, look here, man, we need to pass a bill. He said, what you want? He said, what you want, coach? You want reparations? I say, no, I don't want the reparations. He said, what you want, coach? You want $1 million? No, I want $1 million. He said, what you want? I want to pass a bill. I want y'all to write in the law. We want to pass a bill that Florida is Reggie free. That it shall be a crime for anybody to cross state lines smoking Reggie. If you come to this state, if you bring Reggie with you from one state, from your city to this state, it should be a crime. You should be pulled over, locked up by the state troop or the local police department, and you should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
True.
Facts. Hey, facts. That's what I want. We need a bill passed. Brothers and sisters, this is progress. You know, I went to the Capitol. I went to the Capitol of the state of Florida. I spoke to the Hey, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Nigga, that's a crime. Hey, that's a hate crime. You know what I mean? Damn, dog, nigga been smoking Reggie, dog. Yeah, dog. That's a hate crime right there, dog. We got to, go ahead, lock this fool up, man. What I'm charged with? Yeah, you charged with you charged with a felony. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get into the show. Editor Hitman Hearn makes second offer to Brian Norman Jr. But why? I'm gonna tell you why I'm asking why. It ain't making no sense, y'all. Y'all give me a minute. In a recent interview with Chris Mannix, editor Hitman Hearn revealed that he offered Brian Norman Jr. a deal to fight Jaron Boots Ennis after Brian Norman's fight against Jin Sasaki. The key word is he made the man an offer, knowing he had a fight after he fight Jin Sasaki. So disrespectful to Jin Sasaki. So disrespectful.
True.
According to Eddie Hearn, Brian Norman's team said that they would not negotiate until after the Jin Sasaki fight. Boots fans look at this as a dub. Some of them. Well, probably all of them. Right? I view it from a different perspective. It's smart not to negotiate another deal while being contracted to fight another person. You have an impending fight that's going down soon. So you get what I'm saying? So it's smart not to negotiate another deal while being contracted to a pending fight. You get what I'm saying? How can you sign an agreement for a unification when you don't even know if Brian Norman will win his upcoming fight? Yeah, I want you to sign a contract to fight Boots, dog. You get what I'm saying? And then if you win, if you win, we're gonna go down here. Okay, but what if I lose? Because the purpose of having that fight is for what? Unification. If the purpose of having that fight is for unification, you're automatically assuming that he's going to beat Jin Sasaki in Japan. If he was to lose to Jin Sasaki in Japan, will Eddie and Boots say, okay, yeah, we still want to fight you? Of course not.
True.
Did you get what I'm saying? What if Brian Norman Jr. signs a deal with Jaron Boots Ennis and he loses to Jin Sasaki, which is what I just said, right? Will Boots be willing to fight Brian Norman? Hell to the no. You see what I'm saying? That would defeat the entire purpose of wanting to make that fight in the first place. In my opinion, Brian Norman Jr. will look past, Jin Sasaki if his team negotiates a fight with Boots Ennis while he's under contract to fight Sasaki. That means he's looking past him already. There's a foregone conclusion that, yeah, dog, I'm going to go to Japan, dog, the land of Goku, the land of Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta, Black Frieza, you get what I'm saying, Lord Beerus, you get what I'm saying, Krillin, Piccolo, Bam Bam Bigelow, go Trunks, you know what I mean, Gotenks, we're going to go there, the land of the Ginsu beans, I'm finna go there, dog, you get what I'm saying, and we're going to, make it do what it do. You feel me? The land of Godzilla.
True.
Yeah, man, you get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit ain't make no damn sense. I'm just saying to me, to me. You know, it is rumored that Brian Norman Jr. is being paid well over $1 million for this fight. I'm hearing he's getting paid $1.7 million for this fight. The same 1.7 that they said that, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? See, you turned down 10 times more than what you got paid last time. You get what I'm saying? You know, and now you ain't gonna get that kind of money fighting nowhere else. Guess what? He getting that money fighting Jin Sasaki, but in Japan though.
True.
Yeah, he getting that money there. So now hold on. Well, tomorrow is Pocket Watching Tuesdays, but I'm just saying. So now, you know, let's just say hypothetically, Brian Norman Jr. wins the fight, and then he goes into negotiations with Boots. Guess what? Yesterday's price ain't today's price, because now you got to pay me based on what I made last time, but and some, because of how big the fight is, the fight. And what that fight represents. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying though, Keith, and what you say, Keith Tucker say he's losing in Japan. You say he's losing? Hey man, I mean, I don't know. We're gonna find out. Fam. We're gonna find out. Now, we're gonna find out. As I said before, man, if that's the case, then they did the right thing by telling Eddie Hearn that they did not want to negotiate a fight with Boots while in training camp for Sasaki. Once Turki Al-Sheikh gets involved, and I hope he does, this fight would be huge financially for both guys. Eddie Hearn can't pay the amount of money that Turki Al-Sheikh can pay for a battle of this magnitude. Let's see how this works out. In other news, there's always other news. Edgar, the Puerto Rican assassin Berlanga, is at it again. Edgar Berlanga recently reacted to Saul Canelo Alvarez's criticism of his performance against him when they fought back in 2024.
True.
Lord hammers.
True.
Canelo said, and I quote, like Berlanga, he tried to survive when we fought. It's tough to perform well when you have a fighter like Berlanga in Skull who doesn't come to fight. This what Canelo said. Hey, Canelo, wait a minute. Hold on. The Puerto Rican assassin displayed the sweet science. And Canelo is throwing shots. I'm like, no, man, no. Hey, so Canelo said, oh, hell no, the Puerto Rican assassin. Boy, let me tell you something. Hey, he ain't going to be scandalizing. Listen, Canelo ain't going to be scandalizing. I said that right. Ain't going to be. That's how we say it in the South. You know, not Canelo will not be, or Canelo won't, well, you know, I would not allow for Canelo to talk bad or say disparaging things against Edgar Berlanga. No, we don't say that. We say Canelo ain't, no, we don't say that. We say Canelo ain't going to be disrespectful. Y'all see how I say that? It's the same thing. We will not allow Saul Canelo Alvarez to disrespect our client Edgar Berlanga. We say that same thing, but on the hood side, we ain't gonna be, you know, Canelo ain't gonna be disrespecting, the Puerto Rican assassin, the Prince of Puerto Rico.
True.
The man got keys to the city. And that's New York City. So Canelo, Canelo ain't gonna be disrespecting Edgar Berlanga like that. You get what I'm saying? Hold on, let me read that again. Canelo explained to a reporter on DAZN that he could not perform better against William Skull. You know what I mean? Some say that Skull displayed the sweet science of boxing, and others believe that Skull was ready. Some of y'all say he was ready. Some of y'all say he was like, run! Oh shit, I got that puto Canelo behind me. He behind me, goddamn. I'm trying to shit this motherfucker. Goddamn, I'm running as fast as I can. Canelo said, so why you chasing me? Why you chasing me? Slow down, puto. Slow down, I'm trying to get you. The crowd is booing. They say, slow down, puto. Come on, I'm trying to get you. I'm getting tired.
True.
Chasing these niggas, gotta chase these niggas. I'm like, man, this ain't track and field, fam. Hey, this ain't track and field. Wait, what's up? You cut the fight or what? The people throwing cans and tomatoes at the ring. Man, the people booing. Hey, shout out to Prince. Hey, the people booing. Man, people like, man, goddamn, man, what's up, man? Nigga, you want to throw some hands or what? Man, nigga getting paid. How you get paid $5 million for that? The man got paid. The man got paid $5 million. Hey, ran off on the plug. Hey, he ran off on the plug twice.
Ran off on the plug twice.
Hey, they say, but 2 people ran off on the plug the weekend before last. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus. But there were 2 people they say that ran off on the plug. They said it was Devin Haney and William Skull.
Ran off on the plug twice.
The plug paid them and they took off.
Ran off on the plug twice.
And you ain't gotta believe me. Go Google that shit.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
I ain't say it. The people say it. Don't get mad at me. I don't want nobody get mad at me wanting to fight. I ain't got no smoke for nobody. I'm just telling what the people said. Don't get mad at me. The people said it. Who am I to argue with the people? That's all I'm saying. Hey, shout out to Sheila. Shout out to Eddie Page. Hey, man, look here, man. I don't appreciate that, man. Canelo gonna be talking bad about the Puerto Rican assassin, man. You know what I mean? Hey. You get what I'm saying? Anyways. Berlanga called Canelo. Now, that's what Berlanga said on X. Berlanga called Canelo delusional and a little bitch for disrespecting him. You see what I'm saying? Edgar Berlanga said, and I quote, I stood toe-to-toe with you for 12 rounds, yo. You know what I mean? And I had a messed up arm.
True.
That's what he said.
True.
I ain't lying. That's what he said. Berlanga then went on to say that he has more first-round knockouts than Mike Tyson. I'm not making this up. Let me tell y'all something. Who was the first person y'all heard say that? Listen, Edgar Berlanga said that I have more first round knockouts than Mike Tyson. Bro, who y'all heard say that? I mean, be honest. Y'all be honest, dog. Come on, pal. Come on now. Who y'all heard say that when I was hyping them up? Who y'all heard say that, man? Come on, man. Hey, just keep it a buck. Who y'all heard say that, fam? Hey, Edgar Berlanga say he got more first round knockouts than Mike Tyson. Man, come on, fam. Bro. Hey, bro. Hey, shout out to Jason Phillips. Man, this man listening to the show. I know he listening to the show. Hey, shout out to Jazz Funk. The man listening to the show, fam. I got a show we did about a week and a half ago, something like that, bro. Well, I said that exact same thing. I said, man, if I'm Edgar Berlanga, man, how I will market it, I'd be like, yeah, man, I got more first round knockouts than Mike Tyson. You know, and I'm from Brooklyn, yo, from Brooklyn. You get what I'm saying? You know, hey, guess what? I'm going to show it to y'all. Y'all think I'm lying. I'm going to show it to y'all. I say, man, no, this dude didn't. This dude, Edgar Berlanga, bro, that Canelo fight don't got to his head for real, bro. Man, that Canelo fight, I say, damn, bro, like, this man is at an all-time high right now. You get what I'm saying? I said, he listening to the show. I was saying that shit over here. Hey, look here, man. The man, bro, I say I know for a fact he be listening to the show because I was hyping him up. That was my sales pitch. Hey, shout out to Lions Boss in the media. That was my sales pitch to sell him. I literally said that on this show. I said, yeah, man, what I do, man, I'll be like, I draw the comparison to Edgar Berlanga, first round knockouts of Mike Tyson, and this and that. And then we had one on Google. We had one on Boss Rate. I looked to see how many knockouts are first round. Well, I had Googled it. How many first round knockouts Mike Tyson had. I said, man, come on, fam. True. Hey, I'm tired of giving these niggas ideas. I be giving them ideas, dog. They don't want to give me my props. I came out there with the ghost. Y'all remember I came out there with the Ghostbuster uniform? The Ghostbuster idea. Probably about a week and a half before Tank Frank Martin. I said, man, if I were Tank, I'll come out there, man. With I have my team come out there with the Ghostbusters uniform on. Then I have them playing Ray Parker Lewis. You know, there's something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? I said I did a whole presentation on here. Next thing I know, a week and a half later, that's exactly what taking them came out to.
True.
Nigga told me, oh man, dude, a nigga from Baltimore told me, oh coach, that ain't nothing. Oh, that was just obvious. Everybody knew he was gonna do that. I said, everybody ain't no shit. Didn't nobody say nothing about that till I said it. Shut your dumb ass up. That damn boy, nigga from Baltimore, come on here with that bullshit. I said, man, wasn't nobody on the internet saying that shit till I said it. Man, cut that shit. I gave them a whole marketing plan. Next thing I know, they came out just like that, dog.
True.
Hey, how you gonna block a nigga and still a nigga idea at the same time? You know, that's the least Tank can do. Look, if you're gonna block me, and if you're gonna block me, at least, if you're gonna take my idea that I gave you for free, at least goddamn it, at least unblock me or something. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, you know what? They be over here ear hustling. Nigga ear hustling, sitting over here listening to what we got going on. They be like, yeah, what that nigga Malachi talking about? I don't know, I don't like that nigga. Yeah, but what are you talking about though? They be over here ear hustling. They be ear hustling and shit like that. Got their ear like here, rubbernecking, listening to shit, writing notes down. They be like, hold on. This is what he said right here. Yeah, I like that slogan. I like that slogan he said right there. Let's write that down. Write that down right there. Yeah, man, he said what we need to do. Come out with the Ghostbuster uniform and play the Ghostbuster theme song by Ray Parker Lewis. Hey, that's a good idea, dog. What about But he also said we need to come out with a can of Raid. Can we come out with a can of Raid? No, the Raid might be overdoing it. But let's take the Ghostbuster theme. No, I said the can of Raid. I said the can of Raid for Lamont Roach. I said that. I say now. You know what? If I'm Tank, now you fight Lamont Roach. Now you already came out with the theme song. You already came out with the theme song for the Ghostbusters that you stole from me. Now, what you can do for Lamont Roach, you got to come out with a can of Raid. I said, you got to come out with a can of Raid. Listen. You got to come out with a can of Raid. I say now, if Tate rematch Lamont Roach, Tate need to come out with a can of Raid. That's what he need to do. He need to just come out. Yeah, dog, I got a big ass can of Raid, dog. Last time this Roach fought good. It was a fighting Roach. This is a fighting Roach. This time I got some Raid for you.
True.
Hey, shout out to Lord Blue. Lord Blue, what's going on, fam? Hey, look here, fam. If I'm Tate, what I do my next interview in the lead up to the Lamont Roach fight, I'll be on stage with a press conference. I have everybody on my team with a can of Raid. And then with Tate talking, you sit the can of Raid right there next to you. And then when you got what's my main man who be doing the interviews? What the dude, Brian Custom. When you got Brian Custom asking you questions, he said, Javante, I noticed that you came to this press conference with the can of Roach spray today. Why is that? Yeah, man, this Raid, last time I fought the Roach put up a good fight. I didn't know these Roaches in 2025 was that tough. This time I'm bringing my can of Raid, the Roach going to sleep.
True.
When I get through spraying his ass with these combinations, the Roach going to sleep. You get what I'm saying? Right? I just laid it out for him, just like that. Bruh, we talking about freestyle, off the dome, not even written down. Matter of fact, you can come out with a song. Hold on. What's the name of this group? Is that Lakeside? Yeah, that Lakeside. Lakeside made a song. There's an R&B, that's a funk group called Lakeside. Y'all look them up. Lakeside made a song called Raid. This is a raid. Everybody on the dance floor. Raid. Like listen, he can come to the ring playing Lakeside. This is a raid with a can of Raid in his hand. The Roach going to sleep tonight.
True.
The Roach is going to sleep tonight, man. You fought good last time, Roach, but this time I'm gonna spray your ass. And y'all look up Lakeside. This is a Raid. Y'all look that up. I'm trying to tell you, dog. Getting these niggas ideas. Hey, Sheila, tired of getting these dudes ideas for free. Anyways. In other news, there is other news. Jamal the Hitman Charlo, sorry about that. Jamal Charlo is fighting on the undercard of the man who slapped the taste out of his mouth by the name of Caleb Plant. In August of 2023, Caleb Plant was seen on camera slapping Jamal in front of everybody.
To this day.
After the slap, Plant called Jamal Charlo a boy and told him to come get some. Next said, you know, Jamal can be seen standing on stage next to Caleb Plant on his best behavior.
True, true, true.
Houston, we have a problem. We can see Plant versus Charlo next. Hopefully we can see that fight. Did Brian Norman Jr. do the right thing about what he did as it relates to turning down the offer that Eddie Hearn sent them or whatever? That's what Eddie Hearn said. And does Edgar Berlanga have a point about Canelo? Saul Canelo Alvarez not being grateful when Edgar Berlanga, the Puerto Rican assassin, stood toe to toe with Canelo. And Canelo was dead wrong for criticizing Edgar Berlanga for his performance.
That's wrong, Ese. That's wrong. He did nothing to you.
How do you feel about Jamal Charlo and Caleb Plant peacefully coexisting together on stage? Let's get into the show. Today's show has been sponsored by the one and only. Y'all know who the one and only is, our sponsor, Foster's Barbershop. If you're in the city of Tampa, please download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. You can download the app Booksy, and you can book an appointment. Look for Foster's Barbershop. Book an appointment at the best barbershop in the city. They have a tiki bar in the back. They have a tiki hut in the back with a tiki bar, attendant on to serve you drinks, stuff like that. And we play golf in the back as well. If that's what you're into, you can come to the barbershop, let them know that Coach sent you, and you will receive a 10% discount. That's Foster's Barbershop, 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. Let's give our sponsor a round of applause. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, man. But before we get into the show, we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that sarcastically, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Hey, look here, man. Anybody ducking the smoke? If you ducking the smoke, I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, look here, fam. Let me tell you something. All that coming up to me. Once the terms of the contract has been met, they'll be coming back up to me talking about you want to renegotiate. You're not satisfied with the money that you're getting paid. Because if you come to me with that flam, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna do you like this.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No, I ain't saying
Kid Capri?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Well, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I tell you something. Money, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Nigga talk about he want to renegotiate. Who you think he is? DJ Quick? Nigga, you ain't DJ Quick. You ain't Kid Capri. Hey, you better take. Hey, look here, man. You better take what I give you. You get what I'm saying? Listen, take what I give you, man. This what you gonna get paid. Nigga, shut the fuck. Don't say that. Don't speak to me. Don't look at. Nigga don't sign the contract. He don't sign the contract. Now he holler about. He wanna. Yeah, man. I don't like when I'm getting paid. You signed the contract, fam. Did you sign the contract? All right, then, man. Shout out to the Tenderonis, man.
See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, too, she's my sweet dust of free. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you lose, stepping out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny. Moving on the bar, everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love, been party about the night. See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, too, she's my sweet dust of free. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you lose, stepping out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny. Moving on the bar, everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love, been party about the night.
Yeah. What's going on, fam? What's going on? Anyways, yeah, man, I'm gonna drop the phone lines. Anybody got an issue, y'all call the show. Anybody got an issue, y'all call the show. 530-494-9636. When I drop these phone lines, you can call the show. You get what I'm saying? You can call the show. Please do not be shy. Let's go here. Let me see. Where is that? Eddie the Hitman Hearn. What Eddie the Hitman Hearn at? Eddie the Hitman. What the fuck? Oh, somebody fighting? I'm sitting there watching. I'm sitting there watching. Hey, somebody sent me a video. I got people sitting me all kinds, so I'm sitting there watching. I can't believe this shit. Somebody just sent me some ratchet ass shit. Two old ladies fighting each other at a restaurant. Man, why you sent me this here, man? Don't throw my whole train of thought off. Hold on, let me see. Where Eddie the Hitman Hearn at? Where he at? Oh, there you go right there. Damn, I just had it. Damn. Oh, damn. Oh. I thought I retweeted. I guess I didn't retweet it. Man, this is crazy. Where's that? That was on DAZN. That was Chris Mannix. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can get back to where I was at. Oh, man. Is this it right here? Oh, that's Canelo. This Canelo and Blanco. I'm trying to find. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Edgar Blanco funny, bro. I can't even say here like Edgar Blanco is funny. Oh, here you go right here. Let me go ahead and retweet this. All right, here we go. All right, hold on, guys. Let me show y'all this here. This Eddie Hearn, right? Eddie the Hitman Hearns. I call him the Hitman being funny. It's really a joke, inside joke. Y'all check this out.
It sure looks like Brian Norman is going to go over to Japan to fight Jin Sasaki. I don't know if that's official yet, but it's obviously trending in that direction. Some of the talk I've heard out of Norman's camp is, well, Boots isn't available this summer. He's got mandatories. A unification fight wouldn't be on the table right away. We're going to go to Japan, make some money, fight Jin Sasaki. You're smiling. Like what is real with all this?
It's absolutely available now. I mean, we've made them an offer last week. And we've even said to them, if you are taking that fight in Japan, let's lock the fight in for after that. October, November, December, whenever. And they come back and said, we don't want to talk about any other fights until we have this fight. I'm just like, so I don't know. I mean, we can't rely on Brian Norman to chase any kind of greatness because the purse is outrageous in terms of what he's made. And, it's a massive purse that we've offered him. So I don't know is the answer. I mean.
All right, let's break this down. We're going to hit this one more time. I'm going to break this shit down.
It sure looks like Brian Norman is going to go over to Japan to fight Jin Sasaki. I don't know if that's
all right, so it seems like Brian Norman is going over to Japan to fight Jin Sasaki, meaning he has a fight. Let's go.
Official yet, but it's obviously trending in that direction. Some of the talk I've heard out of Norman's camp is, well, Boots isn't available this summer. He's got mandatories.
Yeah, I think Boots has a WBA mandatory. As a matter of fact, let me pull up the WBA website right now. Let's see, WBA rankings. Let's pull that up right now. That's WBC. I don't want WBC. Man, I don't want WBC. I want WBA. All right, World Boxing Association. Here we go. All right, let's go down to, okay, I agree. Let's go down to welterweight. Who is he been mandated? Who is he mandatory to fight? I think it's the number one guy right here. I think this Shakram. Is this Shakram? Gayasov? Uzbekistan? I think it's Shakram because I think he's the number one guy. I'm gonna pull that up. We're gonna pull that up too. We're gonna look at that. Anyway, let's go.
A unification fight wouldn't be on the table right away. We're gonna go to Japan, make some money, fight Jin Sasaki. You're smiling. Like what is real with all this?
It's absolutely available now,
Okay, well, Boots is absolutely available now, according to Eddie Hearn. But guess who isn't available now? Brian Norman Jr. Why? Because the reporter just said that he has a fight coming up in Japan. And we know that's been confirmed. That's happening. So it is. So Boots can be available. Nothing wrong with that. But guess what? Another guy isn't available because he's fighting in Japan, which I think they already said months ago. No, not months ago, but weeks ago that looked like that's the path they're going down.
I mean, we've made them an offer last week.
He said they made him an offer. Offer for what? He didn't say the numbers, but it is what it is. And it wouldn't matter if he made him an offer last week anyways. They can't fight. They're under contract to fight Jin Sasaki. That's any fighter. We've been down this path before, even with, as I said before, with the Wilder situation. I remember Wilder and Tyson Fury was signed to fight each other in the trilogy, and Tyson Fury tried to get out of it. I'm not saying this is the same case, but the principle is the same. But he couldn't because he had a contract, a binding contract to fight Deontay Wilder. You get what I'm saying? If the Normans have a contract signed to fight Jin Sasaki, it doesn't matter if Boots is available now anyways. They can't get out of that. And if you send them an offer, I mean, they ain't like they can sign, you can send them an offer. They can't get out of that anyways. They fighting goddamn in Japan. So what are they supposed to do? As it relates to that, let's continue.
And we've even said to them, if you are taking that fight in Japan, let's lock the fight in for after that.
So let's stop right there. How you gonna lock a fight in for after that? Now, what he didn't say was, if you were to be victorious, let's lock a fight in. And if you were to be victorious, then, we can set something for after that. But, bro, just the way he said it, you don't even know if Brian Norman Jr. going to win. What if he go to Japan to get clipped? And you got a contract to lock this man in for what? Do you still want to fight him? Knowing damn well that Boots wants to become undisputed in the welterweight division. So Boots only want to fight the champions. So what if Brian Norman go over there and lose? Then what? And you got a contract when you got him locked in to fight in October. While you have a pending mandatory that you have to fulfill. You got to fight the mandatory, because you don't fight the mandatory, who knows? Maybe the WBA try to strip you or whatever. I don't know. But we'll see.
October, November, December, whenever. And they come back and say, we don't want to talk about any other fights until we have this fight. I'm like, fuck.
Okay, well, they laughing and shit, but that's some real shit. Why would you want to focus on? See, that's the thing, right? A lot of fighters, you be so busy looking past the guy that you have in front of you. Well, yeah, man, after this, we going to go ahead and fight this dude and do that and do this. Now, unless you have a guy that you're fighting and there's a rematch clause in it, then that's something different. Okay, well, I can talk about it because I got fighting the same guy, this rematch clause, we can talk about it. But if he go over there and get clipped, anything can happen in boxing. You got what good is the contract that you signed with him? Like, what kind of clauses are going to be in it? And again, this just me just asking basic questions.
So I don't know. I mean, we can't rely on Brian Norman to chase any kind of greatness because the purse is outrageous in terms of what he's made. And
okay, so he said the purse is outrageous. Now, again, I don't know nothing about that. I can't speak on the purse is outrageous because he didn't say what he offered them or any of that. All I know is I'm hearing the Brian Norman them getting paid 1.7 to fight Jin Sasaki in Japan. So the money that Eddie said that they wouldn't make fighting anyone else, they're making that. So he said the offer, the purse is enormous. I don't know. I can't say it is. I can't say it ain't. I don't know. I'm not privy to that information. Anyways, but yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying for me, like, you can't be looking past your opponent. It ain't no guarantee Brian Norman gonna go over there and beat that dude in Japan. That shit ain't guaranteed at all. You going to another country, nigga might get sick. I ain't saying he will, but anything. Yeah, dog, I already got a contract signed. After I finish with you, dog, I'm finna go fight Boots. You know what I mean? We finna lock that down right now. And then Jin Sasaki beat the brakes off a doggone Brian Norman Jr. Then what? You don't look past this dude. You don't look past this dude. You get what I'm saying? Don't went over there. Hey, shout out to the Cardenas. He said they're putting a Ryan and Rolly looking past the competition. Hey, Cardenas, you hit the nail right on the head. Check this out. Where you at? Hey, check this out. Bruh, it was a foregone conclusion, even with myself. Listen, at the Cardenas, I got to put myself in it. I got to be number one on the front line. Started with me. He said they putting Ryan They put on the Ryan and Rolly looking past the competition. I said, man, the easiest fight on this card gonna be Ryan Garcia against Creonine Rolly Romero. Man, Ryan gonna beat what they do, this and that. And I don't even like Ryan Garcia. Y'all know that I don't like neither one of them. But you get what I'm saying? But I said all of that, right? And what happened? The total opposite happened. He had a contract to fight Devin Haney. Guess what? Guess what I'm hearing now? I'm hearing that contract dead. I'm hearing that contract dead and gone. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that contract is done. I'm hoping it's not. But I'm hearing that it's done. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, why? Because it was contingent upon Ryan Garcia having to win. So, you know, it is what it is. Hey, but you get what I'm saying, though? You sitting around here thinking, shit, nigga, please.
True.
Shit, that's how motherfuckers be getting fucked up in boxing. Looking past niggas thinking he gonna do this. Hey, shout out to Mr. Nice. Hey, okay. Jumping out $2 super chat. He said he gonna go another victory tour. Berlanga. He going on another victory tour. Hey, Mr. Nice, look here, man. The Puerto Rican assassin. Don't listen, man. You know he fighting all the top competition.
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
But I got damn Berlanga funny than the ball. Shout out to Mr. Nice. Hey, okay. Jumping out $2 super chat. He said Skull was like Usher on the rollerblades. Well, you know, nah. Skull. See, Mr. Nice. You don't know the sweet side. You don't know the sweet science, brother. See, let me tell you something. If I hear that word sweet science one more motherfucking time, if I hear a nigga say sweet science one more time, boy, I know something. Shout out to Captain Chaos. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said Drew Titan is the new Steven from Django. Oh, okay. Shout out to Derek Choice. Hey, okay. Dropping that half of damn dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over. Boy.
Derek Choice said, as Bud versus Canelo gets closer, do you think that Bud would be a big underdog or would end up in 50-50? I'm trying to make some money, coach. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't know, because you know it depends on what the people believe. Because you know it depends on where all the money is being betted on, and that's how they determine. Like once they release the lines or whatever, and they see where all the bets are being placed, that's how they determine. What the big enough underdog gonna be. So, I mean, it depends. I don't know. In any situation, I definitely see Canelo being the favorite. To be honest with you, I definitely see Canelo being the favorite, and he has to be the favorite. He's more acclimated to the weight. He's more experienced at that weight, and Crawford ain't never had a fight at that weight. So it doesn't matter how big Bud look right now. That don't mean nothing, because we don't know if he can fight at that weight. Can he carry that whatever physical intangibles that he have at his more natural weight divisions? Can he carry that at a higher weight? Did you get what I'm saying? So most definitely Canelo. If I was a betting man, Canelo is most definitely would be the favorite, and deservedly so.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Hold on. So we don't look at Eddie Hearn. We don't look at the Hitman. Hold on. Let's go over here. Let's go to my dog. What the fuck happened? Did I? What happened? Wait a minute, let me see something. Oh, there you go right there. Damn, my bad. Damn, okay, cool. All right, here you go. Right. Okay, now hold on. Now I want y'all to what this nigga Edgar Berlanga, boy. Edgar Berlanga, man. Y'all check this out. So this Edgar Berlanga account right here. I don't want nobody thinking I'm capping. So this Edgar Berlanga account. So Edgar Berlanga said, you're such an effing hater, shorty. A person who cannot afford this wants to comment on it. So what? Get off boxers and go back. He say, so what? Get off boxers and go back to real estate. So I guess he's talking about this chick right here. Mungia after our first fight. Okay, all right. Edgar Berlanga say Skull is banned from boxing. What the F is this, cabron? He said, oh my God, this is effing boring. I need a rematch. So Edgar Berlanga tried to get the rematch with Canelo. He said Canelo Berlanga too. He tried to get that payday. He He said, firme el contrato, Munguia, y vete pa la verga way. Okay, all right. Okay, we'll see how that work out there, Edgar Berlanga. You know, sign the contract. All right. Let's see. So this is Edgar Berlanga. What is he talking about? Edgar Berlanga say, I had a lot of respect for this little bitch. He said, but now, mamate un bicho cabrón, mamate un bicho cabrón, tú no mandas nada en boxeo, pendejo. He said, you delusional mother effer. I stood toe-to-toe with you for 12 rounds. He said, with an effed up arm. True. Edgar Berlanga, man. Edgar Berlanga said, Edgar Berlanga, bro. Edgar Berlanga, fam. Edgar Berlanga, he said, I had a lot of respect for this little bitch. He said, but now, mamate un bicho cabrón, tú no mandas nada de en boxeo, pendejo. He said, you delusional MF. I stood toe-to-toe with you. Hey, I stood toe-to-toe with you, yo. For 12 rounds with a messed up arm, yo. I'm just saying, what you think I would have did if my arm was effed up? You know what I'm saying? Edgar Berlanga, you know, from Brooklyn, baby. Terror Squad. I got Joey Craig. You know, I got the key to the city. I'm the Prince of Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? True. Edgar Berlanga, man. Bruh. Edgar Berlanga, man. Let's go over here, man. I'm gonna drop these phone lines. Anyways. Y'all see this right? This is Houston's very own via Louisiana, Lafayette, Louisiana. Jamal Charlo standing next to his nemesis, Caleb Plant. Now I want y'all to see something. This guy and this guy, I think Jamal Charlo fighting this dude named Cornflake or Frosted Flakes or Cheerios, whatever his name is. One of them cereals. One of them cereals. You know what I mean? Jamal Charlo fighting Cornflake, right? Fruity Pebbles or whatever, right? Okay. Caleb Plant fighting this dude right here. Caleb Plant fighting this dude right here, right? What y'all notice in this picture? What do y'all notice in this picture? Matter of fact, I want y'all to look at it. I want y'all to look at it very, very carefully. What do y'all notice in this picture? I'm gonna see if somebody say something. All right, ain't nobody said that yet, right? He said they put Charlo next to Plant. All right, hold on. Hey, that's close. They put, listen. Not only did they put Charlo next to Plant, they put Charlo next to Plant. But guess what? Charlo is right here. Hold on. Let me see something. Not only did they put Charlo next to Plant. I mean, it's so disrespectful. So disrespectful, right? Not only did they put Charlo next to Plant, Plant is standing behind Charlo. Now look at Tom Brown. Tom Brown is behind the fighters. He's behind the fighter to his left and Cornflake. Caleb Plant is lined up with Tom Brown. Jamal Charlo is at the front. So not only is he next to Caleb Plant, but Caleb Plant behind him. And Caleb Plant, Jamal Charlo got his fist balled up. Caleb Plant got his fist balled up. So Caleb Plant like, no, hell no, just in case so pop on, I'm gonna be behind this dude just in case. Just in case so pop on, I'm gonna be behind him just in case. True. I said, no, man. Bro, that's the first thing I peeped. Hey, shout out to Z Pacino. Hey, Z Pacino, that's the first thing I peeped. I said, man, not only is he standing next to him, but he's standing behind him. He don't took a step back. He's standing side by side with the promoter. nigga motherfucking play like shit.
Nigga, please.
Play like shit. I know he said it. I know he said we squashed it. But man, I ain't trusting that. Yeah, they said we squashed it, but just in case he have a flashback and want to get a episode of PTSD, you know, I'm gonna have to put the smack back down on. He said, hey, Caleb Plant sitting back there like he got that. I wish a nigga would look on his face, man. I wish a nigga would. Hey, he got that. I wish a nigga would stand right there. Anyway, man. Hey, man, and we finna give it a drop these phone lines over 530-494-9636. Anybody got something to say? Y'all, anybody got something to say? Y'all call over.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, man, they sitting back there. They got Caleb Plant sitting in the cut. I say, boy, he's sitting right behind Jamal Charlo, just in case. Yeah, just in case some shit pop off. Just in case them motherfuckers get out of line, dog. You know this. I'm gonna have this for him, just in case. Y'all right. All right, never mind. All right, got it. Yeah, just in case. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. I get it. I get exactly what he's talking about. Yeah, dog. Just in case, dog. Just in case that motherfucker, man. You get what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me send this out. Hold on. Sending the text out. All right. Just sent that out right quick. Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, boy. I'm like, bro, I'm sitting there looking at that picture. I say, boy, hey, because it looked like something I would do. I'd be like, yeah, I know, me and the dude said we squashed the beef, but man, fuck that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like now look how close on Fruity Pebbles. What the dude name for Fruity Pebbles? Raisin Bran or Captain Crunch, Frosty Flakes, or whatever his name is, right? Look how close him and the other dude is. That Caleb Plant's supposed to fight, and look at him and look at Jamal Charlo and Caleb Plant put both of them on the same side. it went nothing. I'm like, how you gonna put me next to the motherfucker who slapped me? How you gonna do that? It's bad enough. Listen, it's bad enough I'm on this undercard. Hold on. It's bad enough I'm on this undercard, but now I gotta stand right next to him on stage. Come on, fam. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
Corey from Texas.
Hey, Corey, talk to me.
Yeah, so you said I heard the interview. So we all know what Eddie said. But yeah, first thing that come to mind is, you know, when Tyson Fury tried to fight whoever he tried to fight in the UK,
Anthony
I can't
Joshua.
remember who it was.
He tried to fight Anthony Joshua. Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. He tried to pull a fast one. Deontay Wilder snitched to that arbitrator quick, and he was like, oh, no, you don't.
Yeah.
If you do that, you're liable for this amount. So I know everybody's just like, oh, he offered him this much amount, but you got to understand contracts. You pull out of a contract that could work. We just seen it with Ryan Garcia when he tried to fight the MMA fighter. And Oscar was like, oh, no, the hell you ain't either.
Yeah.
You know, so people got to understand them contracts. And people also don't understand is like, Brian Norman's going over to Japan. Like outside of UK, you know, you had those little nice-sized boxing communities like Australia. Mm-hmm. Japan is one, you know. The Inoue just fought. Matter of fact, Martinez just fought Ayoko over there, beat him again. We know Inoue got them crowds. Remember when Triple G, he didn't fight, what's his name, Coach? Murata?
He went to Japan and had a fight over there. I remember that.
What was his name again? Murata?
Murata or something like that.
Yeah, he was there. So he went over there to fight. He was Triple G. He had pretty decent crowds in L.A. So people got to also remember Brian Norman Jr., this is, as you say every day, it's a global sport. So Brian Norman Jr. I'm more impressed with him going over there. And you said it's 1.7 million. So I'm more impressed with him going over there to fight because he's expanding his brand, and I think that's good for him. You know, because like I said, Japan is, you know, it ain't the UK, but it's one of the top boxing markets in the world.
Yeah.
So that should be fun to me. When is it, Coach? I forgot. Is it June or July?
Yeah. I don't remember. I have to look it up.
You know, but it's this summer though.
Yeah. It's this summer. Yeah. I think it might be. No, you know what? It's June. I think it's the end of June. I think it's like June.
Okay, that'd be
June 19th. I think June 19th. I could be wrong, but I think it's June 19th.
And you going to the Keyshawn fight in a couple of weeks? I couldn't remember.
In Virginia, right? yeah, I'm going to Virginia. Yeah, see that fight.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I mean, it should be a fun summer this June. Before I let you go, Coach, what did you think about? I know you went live, but what did you overall think about that stoppage?
Oh I spoke about it that night. I think that it shouldn't have been stopped. You know, I think what would have happened was Navarrete probably would have been ended up getting stopped himself, and I think that's why they went ahead and the politics came in and stopped it. That dude clearly caught him with a left hook, and you know, and that's the reality of the situation. But Navarrete he's the A-side fighter. He's gonna, you know, that's just how that works. In most situations, A-side fighters will always come out victorious, or it will come out in their favor. In most situations, not all, but most situations, when something like that were to transpire. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, I seen your boy Carl already said something earlier, but yeah, that's my call, Coach. You gotta understand them contracts. Ain't no joke, man. They'll come for you if you try and fight. Peace, bro.
All right, shout out to Corey, man. Salute, fam. Yeah, I think your phone line's open, man. 530-494-9636. Yeah, I think that fight gonna happen. I think, you know, Brian Norman Jr. and Boots, they gonna fight each other. I think that fight gonna happen. Probably gonna happen later on though. So I think it's gonna happen though. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey Mo, what's the word, son? What's the word?
What's good, fam?
Good. So what are you talking about, Brian Norman? What are we talking about here? In that 1.7 or?
Yeah, that we talking about.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought, man. Like I said, I'm consistent. Boost need to just go ahead, go to 54, man. At the end of the day, them Bama's ain't trying to fight. They just trying to make money until top rank feed them to who they gonna feed them to. And that's, like I said, I'm consistent. It's gonna be Polanco, and so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Because the last thing that they should have got, I mean, I'm not telling you what they should have got, but the last thing that's gonna help us as boxing fans. I'm only talking as a boxing fan. I'm not a wealth manager. I don't get a percentage. As a boxing fan, you know what I'm saying? We gotta separate it. You know, these Bama's swear up and down, they getting a percentage of these boxing. Yeah, what he need to do is do a fiduciary fuck, man. Shut the fuck up, man. I'm talking as a boxing fan. As a boxing fan, the worst thing to happen to us as real boxing fans is that his ass he about to get on a plane and go to Japan and collect that 1.7. That's the worst thing to happen. So now when his ass get back, you get one. Because the first thing they're going to say is, we global stars, we done beat and stopped somebody for 1.7 for no title. Now, y'all got to at least pay us, what's 1.7 times 2? 1.7 times 2, you going to have to give us at least, what?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. So they're going to give us 3.4. We want 3.4. If not, we don't need Boots because Boots go, man, once again, we got robbed again. You know, it is what it is. Boots is on a tight schedule because you had two other Bamas, you know, as much as I love Bud, two other Bamas who held up the division. I'm tired of playing the blame game. But the fact is, 5 years it took us to make Earl versus Bud. 5 years. And think about it. The same Bama's is managing Earl that was managing Earl is all of a sudden now managing who?
Who
it's not a coincidence, right?
Who managed
No, aren't they under them peoples, the brothers?
Who managing Boots?
Isn't the Normans under them?
Who managing Boots? Oh, you talking about Cameron Duncan?
The Norman. Yeah. Don't they got the same Bamas?
No, yeah, Cameron Duncan passed. No. Oh, no, never mind.
No,
we talking about somebody else. No,
we talking about Brian Norman.
No, I thought what manager does
Remember Earl signed up. It was being managed by the little
yeah. You talking about the Fighters First? The Fighters First.
Yeah, fight us
man,
first.
yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
what Brian Norman would fight us first too?
I don't know.
I think they would fight us first too. So if I'm not mistaken, them Bama's with them brothers too. So at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, it's done. Boots. Nobody gonna fight you, Boots. Take your ass to 54. I'm telling you, take your ass to 54 because you done it there. You done. Because they gonna want at least 3.4 for them to even step out of the state of Georgia. I'm telling you.
But what's wrong with that though? Huh? Like any fighter do that. That's what George Camboso did the same. George Camboso did the same thing.
The problem ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If I was a wealth manager, that's cool. But at the end of the day, is where else he gonna get? Where else he gonna get three? He gonna wait around for while he's waiting around for Ryan, because that's next. The problem is, well, we gonna wait around for Ryan. Tio can't give you that because Tio ain't a draw. The biggest draw at 47 is Duke. So now he gonna wait around for Ryan or hope to God that Manny Pacquiao come back home to top rank or some shit. You know what I'm saying? All the while you sitting here playing this fake ass chess shit. Bob, Carl, and motherfucking. Oh well, what's his face gone? He under the buses. He gone. He can't even say nothing. But they sit back this time and don't even know we're about to feed him to this Dominican in a minute. He don't even know. You know, for 500, they're about to feed him to Polanco by next year for 500,000, and you done lost out on the Boots fight because y'all out here fake playing chess. Fake ass playing chess and shit. All I gotta hear is this Bama Brian. I know that's your man. But you know that joker be contradicting the fuck out his ass. It went from we ain't never turned the fight down. Oh, we turned the fight down because it's gonna be big in the future. What the fuck is it, Mo? What the fuck is it? You know I ain't lying, Slim. You know I ain't lying. So when they start playing them games and then they get mad at Eddie for trying to lock the fight in. They was saying, get your bread. We gonna fight our mandatory. We meet up at the end of the year. They didn't even want to do that shit.
Hey, Rob, boy, check this out. They
didn't even want to do that.
Hold on.
I'm just speaking as a boxing fan, Slim. I'm only speaking as a boxing fan, not a wealth manager. Not somebody that's handling their taxes. I'm not an accountant. I'm just speaking as a boxing fan. Not a manager.
It sounds like you missing the two a little bit though. Hey, listen. How can either fighter, whether it's Boots or Brian Norman, lock in a contract and fight each other later on when you don't even know?
Fights always happen. Fights been doing that since the beginning of the time. How many times have we been seeing fights locked in and motherfucking shit to big?
Let me ask you this: is Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney locked in?
They should be, but after that poor performance for both of them, it is going to be something. You already got to read the fine print. If the aesthetics don't look good, they're not going to put money behind that. If the aesthetics, because we already banking on Brian Norman and Boots knocking out their next opponent, correct? So why don't y'all go ahead and fight? If they've been locking in fights like that forever, don't sit here, don't you dare play this devil advocate shit with me, Slim. You know me, we old school. You know they've been locking down. You know it's Hagler get by there. He got to fight the Beast Mugabe. You know that shit was happening.
Rob boy.
Yeah.
There's one factor that you're missing, bro. If he lose, that fight is dead in the water. Ryan Garcia and hear me out. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney is dead in the water. That's everything that I'm hearing. Because Ryan Garcia did not win, he lost. So they got a signed contract. That contract is blown up because Ryan Garcia lost. And that wasn't even for a belt.
And that's fine. That happens all the time. What happened to Wilder? Wasn't Wilder supposed to fight Joshua fucked up? Yeah. That happens all the time.
Supposed to fight Joshua, and guess what? He messed the bag up by losing. So
right? Wasn't Mike Tyson was supposed to fight Holyfield? Won again, got locked up.
He won the prison.
He won his fight, got locked the fuck up, and it was a done deal.
Yeah, but
that shit happened.
They ended up fighting later on though when he got out, of course. But yeah.
I know, but he was supposed to fight after he won that last fight, and then he got locked up. That's what it's been going on since the beginning of time. So for Eddie, for everybody acting like Eddie the bad guy, to making sure Brian Norman don't skate off. Damn, this motherfucker about to skate off, and y'all know he about to skate off, and it's gonna be a couple y'all Bammers. Yeah, he need 3.4. And all the while you screaming how much this Bama making, you ain't gonna see no good fight. But y'all sitting here screaming, yeah, give me 3. Yeah, they don't want to fight. Man, fuck all that. Man, fuck all that. I need to see some hands throwing. Y'all motherfuckers make the fight. Boots trying to fight everybody, and all of a sudden, Boots then turned into Bud down this motherfucker, and it's out of control. Boots is the new Bud, and I don't know why y'all Bammers don't see it. And it's the sad truth is, Boots is the new Bud, man. None of them motherfuckers want to see him. You see T.O. copping, please. You see Rolly copping, please. What's the bigger name? If I fight him, then I fight everybody copping, please, on why they don't want to fight Boots. Boots, go to 54. They all suckers at 47 at this point. Please go to 54, because these Bammers just want motherfucking. And, yeah. By the way, I ain't trying to filibuster your shit.
Yeah, you filibuster.
Gray know what's up. I heard. Huh?
Go ahead. You filibuster it though, but go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna filibuster real quick. Gray know what's up. Gray uptown grumpy ass motherfucker. Northeast, Gray. Northeast. You know how we curry shit. Stop playing with us.
Hey, look here, man. Hey, look here, man. Great. Yeah, Gray holler about pulling up on you too. So I don't want you ducking no smoke. I don't want you ducking no smoke now. I'm just saying, Gray or OG, Gray or OG, double OG. All right.
Well, Gray can meet me wherever Gray want to meet. I go to Uptown to meet him. I go where he want me to meet him at. We want to meet him around Clifton. He want to meet him. Where he want me to meet him? 640 more. Lord, no, I don't give a fuck. I'm good anywhere I go. If I can wear any color in LA, I'm damn sure good in DC. I'm out, Slim.
Rob called him. Rob, listen. Rob, hold on. We got let's get Breeden over on senior round of applause. Man, Rob called it. Rob boy snapping. Hey B. Man, Rob boy.
That country motherfucker, they just call in every show hopping, saying the same old shit. Am I studying that country motherfucker? And then he loves saying, bumming these damn ass, but shut your country ass up, motherfucker. You a motherfucking damn ass nigga. How about that, nigga? How about you gonna tell me what the fuck we is and what we ain't gonna do? That's why you talking about us and we ain't talking about you. Fuck ass nigga. Fuck out of here. Anyway, what's up, big dog?
Man. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, look here, man. Hey, we gotta chill out. We gotta chill out today, brother. Today, Monday, man. God damn, boy. Y'all catch me off guard with all this heat. Anyway, look here, man. Check this out. I just played the video. Eddie Hearn said they made your offer. He didn't say how much what the offer for. The reason why. Now, what I spotted in it was this. He did end up saying in that little clip that we're gonna. He said something about that mandatory. He said that, bam. All right, so that's one thing. Then he said that, hey, well, they made you guys an offer. He didn't say for how much. He said it for a boatload of money. But you guys, you got to fight going to Japan, all that stuff there. I think everybody know that. From what I'm hearing, you can confirm it or deny it. From what I'm hearing, B. Norman Jr. is getting the $1.5, $1.7 million that was told that you wouldn't be able to get in another fight. I'm hearing he's getting that. And, but then you still got to go to Japan. You got to win. It ain't no guarantee you're going to win the fight.
Absolutely. So look, it's simple as this right here. See, this is what the niggas hate. This is what niggas like that fuck ass nigga they just call hate. I keep saying, and I done said it a million times, they want to say I'm capping, they want to say I'm lying, but we coming through dismissing every single thing. They said we ain't gonna get the money. Well, we finna get the money. They said that we was gonna lose our next fight and go away. We won our next fight, we didn't go away. You get what I'm saying? Like, they not gonna talk about y'all no more. Hey, look, we missed the. Hey, hold on. They said we missed the boat. Ain't nobody thinking about y'all. They ain't come back to y'all. Eddie Hearn just came back to us. First, we got the money, and Eddie Hearn came back to us with some more money, or possibly some more money. It better be some more money. You get what I'm saying? So We knocking down doors one at a time. That's first of all. So with that fuck ass bam ass nigga, let you know, nigga, you just keep watching us work while you got there being a fan of whoever the fuck you're a fan of, Virgil, whoever the fuck you're a fan of. Anyway, but bottom line is it's simple as this, bro. We verbally agreed, just like we verbally agreed after Quavaz. There's a lot of shit going on here. We verbally agreed to fight him before we fought Quavaz. We verbally agreed to fight him before he fought Stanionis. It's a lot of shit going on. You feel what I'm saying? These people are not being held to the same standard that everybody else is being held to. And they ain't got to say a word. They don't have to come on here and goddamn, the fans do the talking for their fanboys, do the talking for them. That's what it is. They pussy ass fanboys come on here. Oh man, it's because of this, it's because of that. You ain't never heard that nigga say a word. You ain't never heard that nigga say a word. But yeah, what's up, Cole, man? What you got for me, man? What you got for me? Bottom line, we getting it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm just saying. So Eddie Hearn, again, I ain't getting into the contract and stuff like that. Eddie Hearn said he offered y'all a boatload, but he know y'all got my whole thing is to say he know y'all got a fight coming up. So, and I get what Rob Boyd was saying as it relates to fighters sign contracts for fights all the time ahead of time. I said, well, but all of them are not the same. Like
exactly.
With the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, that was different because they had a rematch to fight each other. So, regardless of what, they knew in the second fight, win, lose, or draw, that fight was already going to be readily available.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Right back, boss. Right back. All right. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. So, all of them are not the same. And then the same thing is related to Tyson Fury. I mean, not Deontay Wilder, but Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. For everything that I'm hearing, from everything I heard, everything was contingent upon them winning their fights.
Exactly. There's not necessarily. He said we have to that you can't sign a contract. You can't sign a contract like I just said earlier today with the specifics. There's no way to do that. We will sign something to say we'll fight them. Like motherfucker, we verbally telling you we'll fight you. You ain't got no reason to think we lied. We ain't never lied about shit else. You know what I'm saying? You can verbally agree. Canelo and Terrence Crawford had that fight set up before the fight, but yet still that contract still not signed. They still gonna do specifics with the money, the venue, with the time. It's a whole lot of shit you got to go through. See, like I said this morning, the fans. I mean, this is the way the fans jump in. That y'all boxing fans. Let's keep this shit strictly boxing. Stay the fuck out of the business way. We want to see fights. I want to see fights. No, I'm just saying. We want to see fights. I want to see fights. We want to make the fights. We're here to make the fights, and we telling you we gonna make the fights. We ain't did shit. Can't nobody catch me in no lie. Can't nobody in the chat. Can't nobody else tell me one lie you ever called me in. I would love somebody to call in and tell me a lie that you ever called me in.
Hold on. That's what people been saying. They've been saying you've been lying a lot about
what I lie about.
Y'all accept the contract. Hold on. Do you want to take some calls?
I absolutely do. I want to know what I lied about. What you ever heard me lie about? Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all call the show. Brian Norman said y'all tell him what he ever lied about.
Yeah, what I lied about.
Number at the bottom of the screen, 530-494-9636. You got any calls, anything you want to say, y'all call the show, man. Y'all get a chance to ask y'all questions.
Hey, pull up. We waiting on your bitch ass.
you want me to put it up? All right. Hold on.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Hey, you can.
We waiting on your bitch ass.
Hey, you can call the show, or you want to send a question. The best way to get my attention in the chat, you want to send a question, you got to send it via super chat. Send it via super chat, it'll light up, and I'll be able to see it. So what is the date for the Jin Sasaki fight?
Jin Sasaki fight is June the 19th. Let me go back because you made me. I didn't know about what you said. I heard about that earlier today, about later in that conversation or that interview that he said something about the mandatory. That gave me, because I was trying to figure out why. Like your question asked, you was perfect. Why? Why is he offering? I don't understand. Because we asked for the fight after our fight. They offered the fight before our fight. So why now, when you know we got to fight 3 weeks after we already signed for a fight and we got to fight in 4 weeks, why now are you coming back with this shit? And I couldn't figure out why, but I think you said that the Gear Soft shit came up. He trying to do this. He running the same gameplay. It look like with the Karen shit. He didn't really want to make the fight with Karen, but he wanted to make it look like he was doing his due diligence to Boots and everybody else and all the fans, like he was trying to make some shit shake that he knew he couldn't make happen because you can't make this happen with us now. Like we guess we agree we will fight you at the end of the year. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with that. Again,
I'm on record as saying I think y'all gonna fight this year. Fight later
I mean,
towards the end of the year.
I don't see why we wouldn't.
Yeah. Hold on, we got a call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, hold on. Let me clear this. I'm gonna come right back because this shit low. I'm gonna call right back. Come right back. Right back.
Coach.
Yeah. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, it's Troy Graham, Baltimore. You want me to call back or hold on till he come back in?
I mean, you can try to call back, but you try to call back. You know how it is once the phone lines get hot, you may not get back in. So hold on, he back.
Yeah.
All right. B. Hold on, Troy. B. What's going on, fam? We got
what up, dog? What up?
From Baltimore. Go ahead, talk, Troy. He on the phone.
Oh, he from B-more. I know I'm finna get some heat. What's up, dog?
Nah. Hey, brother, I'm just calling to tell you I got a lot of respect for fathers in boxing, man. You, Haney, just keep doing what you're doing because you know fans will love you on Monday and hate you on Friday or something like that. But just keep doing what you're doing. And the worst thing that ever happened in this sport, and I think you'll agree with me, is when fans feel they have the right to see what's behind the curtain. No, we don't. You know, we pay to watch fights. It shouldn't be in everyone's pocket and who's negotiating this. That's not our damn business. We pay to watch fights, right?
Thank you, boss. Right, a level-headed person. That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right, salute, fam. Troy, he gone. Troy gone. Be more. All right.
Appreciate you, Troy. But I agree with Troy wholeheartedly, man.
So, there's a lot that fans don't know about the business or whatever the case may be. But as I said, I'm under the opinion that y'all gonna fight. I think that's gonna be a big fight. Are you hoping, or what would be the best case outcome in a situation? If you were to win, beat Jin Sasaki in Japan. Of course, Boots has a mandatory coming up. You're gonna beat his guy. What would be a best case scenario for that fight to happen, in your opinion?
You know what? I gotta say this, and I'm not looking past Jin Sasaki. I haven't been looking past Jin Sasaki. I've been wanting this Boots fight so bad. I want this Boots fight worse than my son do. I believe he don't really talk much about it. He said he wanted, but he don't chase him. I want this shit so fucking bad, bro. I had to, like, I got the plan. I got the game plan to beat. I got a couple of ways of beating his ass. I done researched everything I could possibly research, just like I've done Jin Sasaki. So don't nobody think I'm so serious. So don't nobody think I got them skipped over Jin. No, I got him too. But I done did so much on fucking Boots, bro, that nigga is cooked. You feel what I'm saying? He cooked food. We just got to get to him. So I want that shit. I want that shit so bad I can motherfucking taste it, man. You feel what I'm saying? So you asked me about Jin Sasaki. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking past it. I'm glad my son not on the same level I'm on when it comes to that. Because I'm out here. My son not out here. He don't hear what we saying. He don't hear what we doing. He don't know all of this shit that's going on the outside. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. He stay away from this bullshit because he don't even like to get caught up in it. He hate it. All he want to do is fight. He done said that many times. You know what I'm saying? He might come on talk a little shit every now and then, but he done said it many times, bro. Like, what we talking about? We fighting or what? You feel what I'm saying? But the other nigga ain't got to come out and say nothing. Do you know that other man has never said, look, wait, coach. In all of these months, that other man has never said that he want to fight my son. He's never said that.
Hey,
he's never said it.
We got a call. Hey, caller, what's your name? You calling from?
E from DC.
What you say your name is? What's your name is?
E from DC, man.
D from DC. Go ahead.
Yeah. E.
All right, E from DC. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's up, though, Coach? Hey, Mr. Norman. This is all I want to know, man. We heard just right before the Boots fight, we heard your son say, man, I want next between Boots and I want the winner of Boots and standing on it.
Absolutely.
What happened to that? Why he jump on that Japan bullshit to that nobody?
Okay.
And go do that. That's all I want to know.
Okay, so right after that, he said he wanted the winner of Boots and Stanionis. And then after Boots fight, what did Boots say? Do you remember what Boots said he wanted to do? I can't hear.
What you mean? What he said?
Okay, we okay. Again, I said when I just came on, it's crazy how he not held to the same standard as anybody else. My son said he wanted the winner. What did Boots say after his fight?
All I heard.
And you know what's throwing you off? You got the TV on in the background, and you trying to listen to the TV.
Your son ain't act like he wanted the winner though, man. He could.
No. What you mean? Wait, brother. Answer the question. We're gonna do this question. We're gonna do this question for question. What you said, you heard my son say he wanted the winner. What did Boots say after his fight? What did he say he wanted to do? Who did he say he wanted to fight?
He didn't say he wanted to fight nobody. He said whoever though.
Okay, so you got a man saying he don't know who he want to do, what he want to do. He don't know what he want to fight. He don't know this. You got this promoter. Did you hear his promoter say that he talked to Bob and they want to make the fight? Did you hear that?
No, I ain't hear that.
Coach, did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that.
I remember hearing that.
Eddie Hearn said we talked to Bob. They want to make the fight. Go look at the post-fight go look at the post-fight press conference.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
He said we talked to Bob. They want to make the fight.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I remember that.
Did you just say, "Oh Lord"? Wait. So my son. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on, coach. My son. So you said that my son not acting like he want the winner, but the winner, you don't have a problem with the winner not acting like he want my son?
Oh, let me pull it up.
The winner has never said he wanted to fight my son ever.
Because he don't do no talking, man. He don't do no talking.
So what are we talking about, big dog? What are we talking about? Why are we not being held to the same standard? So if we didn't do no talking and we just went to Japan, what would we look like? You gotta cut the TV down, dog.
That's what's throwing them off. You got the TV in the back. He's trying to listen on there before he reply back. That's the problem.
They just need to go ahead and fight, man. That Japan shit, dude, ain't nobody. Don't nobody know who he is.
Okay, so brother, Japan, the guy in Japan is ranked number 2. He's ranked number 2 in the WBO. He's ranked number 6 on the Ring magazine listing. My son already beat number 4 in the Ring magazine. Now he will be done beat 2 in the top 10 when he fights his fight. Is that no? Just because you don't know him, don't mean he's nobody. He's number 1 in Japan. Wait. So is that not wait? So we can't stick to the facts. Is he not number 6 in the Ring magazine ranking?
Yeah. I see it.
Yeah. So he's number 6 in the Ring magazine ranking. He's number 3, I think, on BoxRec. He's number 3 on BoxRec or some shit like that, or number 4 on BoxRec. So he's number 1 in Japan. He's 19-1 with 17 knockouts. So you can't say he's nobody just because we don't know him. Like I said before, Bachran was nobody before he fought. Before he beat the shit out of Tim Tszyu. Sergey Bohachuk was nobody before he beat the hell out of not before he beat him, but before he did his great job against Virgil Ortiz. So you can't. You see, that's what the fans got to stop doing, big dog. You got to stop determining who's who because you don't know them.
All right, well, look, I ain't gonna hold the line. I know he got more people. Everybody wants to see your son and Boots fight, man.
Me too.
That's the bottom line, man. We want to see them two fight.
So it's our brother. So listen, respectfully, me too, us too. We called him. We said it. I text his daddy. I text his brother. We did everything we could possibly do after his fight. He said in the post-fight interview, he never expressed any interest in fighting my son. He had to go on vacation. He had to go talk to his team. He had to see what he's going to do. My son impromptu asked him, what do you want to do? He said, I want the winner. When the guy Jin Sasaki approached him, I don't know if you know this, when the guy Jin Sasaki approached him after his fight, my son said in a live interview, he can't make that up. He said, hey, yeah, brother, if I can't get none of these guys, none of these winners, or none of these fights, then I'll give you the opportunity. He said that in an interview. He said that. He said what he's going to do, and he's standing on what he said.
All right.
All right, I'll get that to
go
you,
ahead and get some money. I'll say good luck to all y'all brothers, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
we
it.
got other calls called in. I had let that run kind of long because I know.
I want to know who say I'm lying. I want to know where I lied at. That's what I want.
I'm waiting on the call.
Yeah, I'm big on integrity.
I'm trying to find that. I'm trying to find that video where Eddie Hearn said that. He said we.
Yeah, he said it right before they asked.
I remember seeing that video because he said we spoke to Bob Bear, and he said he wanted to make that fight.
Yeah, he said it right before they asked Boots and Bozy.
Calling from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
What's your name, is brother?
Throwing Straight Facts Boxing. Calling from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
What up?
Milwaukee. Go ahead, talk to them.
What's going on? Hey, man, these fans, man, gotta understand, man, they can't have this double standard, man, because if Boots can say he don't want to talk, he want to spend time with his family, he want to, enjoy his win and all this and this and that, and expect for Brian Norman Jr. to sit and wait
Appreciate
until he ready.
Thank you.
And
Thank
you trying to get, he
Thank
still got a career.
Friday,
You know what I'm saying? If he's fighting in June, they talk about fighting in October, November, December. He can have a fight and still be ready.
Level-headed people. I love it. I love level-headed people. You're absolutely right, brother. I don't understand what's so hard about other people understanding that. Just think if my son had said he don't know what he want to do. He want to go home and spend time with his family. Man, they would have roasted his ass, man. They would have roasted they roasted. I had some people on YouTube roasted my son because they didn't realize he said he wanted to win. That shit is crazy. Nobody roasted Boots for saying he want to go spend time with his family.
But the thing is, Boots clearly said he ain't really trying to fight nobody. He don't really bring up Norman at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what you want Brian Norman to do? You want him to go?
Crazy.
I mean, he did what he's supposed to do. He said he wanted to fight him. You know what I'm saying? You want to take a break. You want him to just take a break and pause what he got going on. And on top of that, it makes sense for him to go to Japan and fight because guess what? His price gonna go up. So why would he lock in the deal when his price gonna go up? You get what I'm saying?
Hey, big dog, I'm on your side. You already know you preach to the choir over here. I'm listening to you, bro. I got you. You got me. I mean, I'm glad you one of the level-headed fellas calling in saying this with the realization. Because sometimes when I listen to people, I really be thinking they can't be this fucking stupid. But then another person to call and another person to call, and I'm like, this shit is insane.
That's because they be fanned out and they don't be really taking the time out to understand what's going on. It's like,
listen, yeah, you're right. Okay, right.
If y'all did the same thing, let's say, Boots didn't bring up your son's name and said he gonna take this break, and then it'd be different if they got on Boots about that. Like, no, he used to fight Brian Norman. Then that'd be understandable for them to be expecting him to do one thing and the other fighter to do the other thing. That just don't make sense to me. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, Brian Norman Jr. be chilling. He really super calm. He relaxed. He don't really trip. He don't be on nothing. And Boots too. Boots be chilling too. But at the end of the day, y'all need to fight. Y'all trying to get these belts. Y'all a huge fight. Y'all built this fight up, man. We want to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But at the same time, you can't expect this young man. He only 23. You can't expect him to sit down and just wait. No, that ain't how that goes. Right. He got money to make too.
Yeah.
He got a career to push through.
Absolutely. He 20.
All right, salute, fam.
Appreciate you, boss. He's 24 now, but yeah, I appreciate that. But he absolutely right, man. What he said, again, that's a level-headed person. All I seen, what I be noticing, that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped responding to so many fucking people. Is I noticed it be a lot of kids and a lot of like motherfuckers that don't know shit about shit. I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm really talking to a motherfucker in the 3rd grade or 17-year-olds and shit. So that's why I stopped. But like level-headed grown-ass people, I can't see them not understanding what the fuck we saying.
All right, I got another call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, hey, let me get it, man. This is crazy.
Oh, this fuck ass nigga right here.
Yeah. Just calm down. Remember, you was rapping, right? Calm down. Yeah. We all know what you're doing. We know what the fuck you doing. Of course you did the smart thing. Everybody trying to do the smart thing. Eddie trying to lock y'all down for a little cheaper than what y'all gonna get after y'all start shaking y'all chest, beating y'all chest after y'all come back from Japan, right? Y'all gonna beat y'all chest. We want more money, correct? We know that's what you're doing. You know, we know
that's not what we're doing.
Whoa. Yo, we know what you're doing. You going out there to get money to raise your profile, right? Is that not what you're doing?
No.
Oh, so
We're not going out there. We're not going out there so we can come back and raise the price.
So you just said that, right? Ooh, got you. So you went to Japan for 1.7 for nothing, but you could have fought for 1.7 or more in Philly to fight for unification. So why the fuck is you going to Japan?
Again, you don't know all the details of the other one, so we're gonna let that shit ride.
I don't need
The
to know the
detail-
details.
okay,
Mo.
the details
You
of the
said you're
other-
not going to
the
Japan
detail-
for
the
money
detail-
or to blow your fucking to blow up y'all profile. Then why go to Japan if you're not going for the money and to blow your profile? Because the Boots fight was worth more than 1.7, and it was for unification, and y'all didn't have to travel
Boots
for
fight-
20 hours.
You just said what we know. The Boo fight was worth more than 1.7, but guess what? They wasn't willing to pay more than 1.7. We're going to Japan for a no. Listen, hold on, nigga, hold on. I let you talk. I just let you talk. You just said the Boost fight is worth more than 1.7, right? You just said that, right?
No, I said they offered you. Let me make a correction. They offered y'all more than 1.7.
No, they did not. Absolutely not.
I
No.
even be more specific.
No, they did not. No, you're wrong.
See, caught him in another lie. All right, go ahead. You know
What
you
lie?
lied, right? I
What
got
lie
you.
you
Though.
coming
It's
in?
cool, Mo. And when they offer you 1.5, they offer you 100,000.
They said they offer 1.7. What the fuck are you listening? This nigga crazy. They offered us 1.7.
So did they offer you 1.7 or not?
You just said they offered us more than 1.7. I said no.
They did. You telling me they didn't?
They did not offer us more than 1.7.
Y'all wanted over 2 million. Y'all wanted over 2
Nigga,
million.
they didn't offer us more than 1.2, 1.7. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what, bro? I'm not finna talk to a nigga that's trying to tell me about my business.
Okay, cool. You saying they didn't. All right, they didn't. You know more than I do. They didn't. You said they did. Y'all, you previously said they did.
I said they offered. Wait. Hold on. Let's see how slow you are. Wait. You come on.
The problem with you is
hold on, nigga. Hold on.
And you double talking yourself into a situation. You can't even keep up with all your contradictions, Mo. That's why it's not your son, it's you. That's your problem.
Okay.
Nobody is beat. You notice nobody ever said Brian Norman's was trash and he can't fight. The problem is you doing all this contradicting, saying what y'all gonna do. All you gonna do is avoid Boots. 90% of the people know that's what y'all gonna do. 90% of the motherfuckers know that's
I'm gonna
exactly what y'all gonna do.
I'm gonna need you to do me a favor, Bama. I'm gonna need you to slow down. Cause you talk a lot. I need you to slow down. I want you to give me one at a time, and I'm gonna break your punk ass down.
And I got the money to back it up. So what you trying to do? So how about we bet 10,000? Say y'all won't fight Boots. You want some time? And
so again,
so let's bet 10,000 that you won't fight Boots. That's a quick 2,000, right?
Do the nigga want to answer? Do the nigga want to answer? Or do the nigga want to just talk?
Do you want to put in the escrow? Yes or no?
Hey, Ron, do you want him to answer some of the questions that you're asking,
or you just want to fucking talk?
Let him go. No. He got it.
So we're gonna do it. No. We're gonna do it one at a time. Give me a contradiction I did again. Give me one contradiction I did. So give me one at a time, and I'm gonna break them down. Give me one.
Y'all turned down the Boots fight because y'all said it was gonna be bigger in the future. Why take this fight when y'all playing chess, not checkers? We know what we doing. You said that.
So what's the contradiction?
And then you came back now. Now y'all saying y'all never turned the fight down. So which one is it? Did y'all turn the fight down because y'all was playing chess, not checkers, or y'all never turned the fight down? Which one is it?
First of all, I literally never said we turned the fight. First of all, you find the show. You did. You did. Nigga, I said we never turned the fight down. We made counter offers. That's not turning anything down. We made counter offers.
What was the counter offer? 2 million, right?
$2 million. In fact, no. Wait. In fact, we came down. At first, it was 2.8. I think we went down to 2.2 or some shit, and then we was at 2. What the fuck are you talking about?
Fight. Okay. Exactly. So let me get this right. So now you got caught up again. So you telling me that Boots and them didn't offer you over 1.7, but y'all went all the way up to 2.8?
No, we started at 2.8 and we came down. We started at 2.8. They started at 750. We started at 2.8 and we came down. I want to know the lies, nigga. Hold on. You're not listening to yourself.
I can't. You got it, Slim. You got
Bro,
it,
that's the
Slug.
dumbest nigga. Okay, hang up, nigga. This the
You
dumbest
think
nigga.
you're trying to
Hey, bro,
trick back
hang
fans.
this nigga up,
You
please,
trying
dog.
to trick back fans. But don't worry about Boots. Boots gonna be all right. You just worry about y'all. Just keep y'all head on the swivel for Polanco. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Keep your head on the swivel for Polanco. Y'all do all that. You do all that faking all you want. And anytime you want that 10 grand in escrow, I got it for you. So yeah, go take that with you, Mo, and stop doing all that faking, man. I'm out. This man my well too much, man.
All right, shout out Rob Fresh.
Now hold on. That was the dumbest shit, Coach. Was he not asking me a question? I was answering the question. Hold on. Was he not asking me a question? I was trying to answer. This nigga kept laughing. Gotcha, you did it again. The fuck are you? This nigga is slow. He's on the spectrum. He's clearly on the spectrum.
Yeah, what it is Ron Boy Fresh was too busy talking, getting his points off, that you didn't get the opportunity to reply back to him. So it's kind of like y'all was kind of like over talking each other or whatever the case may be. That's what I was. For me, I would rather him call, say what he say, than hear your rebuttal to see can we catch you in the live, whatever the case may be.
Well, here we go. He
didn't do that. So that's what
I heard.
he got
everything
his
he
points
said.
off. He got his points off.
I heard everything he said. We never turned down the fight. I've been steadfast from the beginning. We never turned down the fight. We never turned down the fight. We knew the fight was worth more than 1.7. Is what we said. Stanionis got paid more than 1.7, which proves it was worth more than 1.7. Eddie coming back this time, I'm sure gonna come with more than 1.7, which proves it was worth more than 1.7. So that right there proves our point on what the fight was worth. Because that's what I kept saying. It was about what the fight was worth. You had motherfuckers telling you ain't nobody, you don't deserve this, you don't deserve that. Well, I tell you what then.
So did Eddie Hearn offer you more than $1.7 million?
No.
He did not. Is there any video footage of you saying that you were offered from Eddie Hearn more than 1.7 million?
Nowhere. No, he's a fucking idiot.
So Ron Boy saying you're lying on that. So can if anyone out there send me a video or any receipt showing that while we on the show, because I'm trying to do multitask, where there's any lies where Brian Norman said or Eddie Hearn said that we offered Brian Norman team or more than $1.7 million to fight Boots. Somebody send me that if you find it.
Yeah, find where the fuck I said that, because the motherfucker talking about, you heard when I tried to answer it, you lying again. Nigga, what are you talking about? The nigga he's special, bro. He might be your partner, but he's
What's going on, man? I had to call back, bro. That was tripping me out. Hey, look.
What's your name?
The thing is,
what's your name, brother, so the people know.
Going straight back, bro. Right. Hey, but look, my thing is, why they keep saying he turned down the fight? He ain't turned down the fight. They said they willing to fight him, man. They just want to finish their business. And then they said June 20th, the fight June 19th. June 20th, they said they can negotiate signing papers. They willing to fight. They just don't want to create business before they finish business they got on the table already. They don't want to make a mess on the table. You know what I'm saying? Let them clean their table up.
Shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy, man. I appreciate you being. Hey, I appreciate you being. I appreciate you being level-handed, but Ron Boy Fresh believe everybody think we lying. Everybody think I'm capping. Everybody think like nigga. Hey, cause these niggas live in their own world. They live in their own neighborhoods. They live in their own cliques, their own barbershops, and that's what y'all niggas spewing y'all own bullshit, nigga. That ain't what's going on in the world. Negative people talk more out loud. Go ahead.
No, most people. I mean, most fights, man. They don't do contracts like that, man. You know, it's like a fight-by-fight basis for the most part. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what can happen between now and then to try to start. Just look at the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them handle their business first. You know, because you never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you just said that, because you just brought up a very valid piece of information I need to tell Coach about what they were saying earlier about people do it all the time and sign multi-fight deals. Even with the deal with Top Rank, when you sign a deal, you sign like what we did. We said 4 fights the first year, 4 fights the second year. You can do that, but the terms are not determined in that. You get what I'm saying? They say, look, even in the money. Look, watch this. Even in the money. Minimum 50,000, minimum this for 8 round or 4. They tell you all of those are in there, minimums. But you have to, when that fight comes up, you have to negotiate the deal of that particular fight still. I'm glad you said that, Big Dog. You just made me remember something. So when they think about the fight deals and how these people doing it.
Right.
Yeah, you just
I
made
got
me
a
remember
question,
how
though.
this shit worked, though, bro. I'm back. Go on back. Go ahead. Keep talking. Go
Right.
talk.
My question is like, all right, cool. Let's say y'all like, all right, let's sign paper. Do they got a venue together yet? Do they got a fight date?
Nothing.
Like,
What the fuck are we
all
talking
that
about?
stuff, man, is supposed to be in the contract, right? All that go in the contract, right? So what
This
are
shit
y'all
is crazy.
signing? Basically, y'all just giving a verbal agreement that y'all willing to fight whenever he ready to fight, right? Which is gonna be way after y'all probably get cleared to fight again, right? Especially if he don't take no damage.
Right. And we already agreed to that. So what the fuck else do the people want? We already agreed to that. We verbally agreed to that. My man, you on point. My man, you smart. He on
I know
point.
the
We
answers
agree.
to these questions. I'm just throwing them out there so people can understand how the business works. Because people just think it's just sign a paper, we fighting this and that. It's a lot of stuff that go into that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I ask these questions on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Just so people can get a better understanding of what's going on. Because people just listen to what people say. You know, everybody got their own narratives to push. So you know, Eddie Hearn's gonna push his narrative to make his fighter look good. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do what you gotta do for your son. You know what I'm saying? To get the best position in the best position he's supposed to get in. And that's just how business works. So I need people to just really start reading between the lines. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being so emotional instead of thinking. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, all that stuff on the internet, you can look all this stuff up, you know what I'm saying, and know for yourself how business works in certain situations. You know what I'm saying?
It's right there in your face.
People words and everything. Do your own research. Do your own research. Don't take what nobody says. I don't care how close they is to the situation. Do your own research. That's where the truth is.
All right, salute, fam.
But that's all I got, Coach.
Thank you for calling, fam.
Okay, big dog.
In an ideal situation, ideal world, I'm thinking that maybe you and Boots, Brian Norman Jr. and Boots will probably fight later on this year. I'm hearing that he's going to have to fight as mandatory, and I think he probably will fight the mandatory because he don't want to lose the belt. Because I'm just saying, for me, it doesn't make sense for Boots not to fight his mandatory and lose his belt, because it would defeat the purpose of fighting you guys later on down the line, and which would be a part of that undisputed streak. Still don't know what's going on with Mario Barrios. I know Mario Barrios is fighting.
Pacquiao.
He fighting Pacquiao. I got Mario Barrios beating the shit out of Manny Pacquiao. So I mean, the man old, man. It's over with.
It depends on who show up, because I can tell you stylistically wise, we don't know how old. Hey, hold on, Coach. Remember you said goddamn Roller was gonna goddamn get cooked over that crayon.
Yeah. I damn so said that. Hey, hold on. Check this out. This where I was wrong at. I was wrong in two places.
Right.
I underestimated Roller Romero
and overestimated
Ryan Garcia.
I already knew.
Ryan Garcia is really trash.
Yeah, he didn't do shit. His feet trash.
You get what I'm saying? I'm like, he got a left hook and that's it. You take that away from him. So that's what I did. Listen, I gave Ryan Garcia too much credit.
Yeah, feet trash, feet trash, defense trash. I mean, I don't want to down. I mean, to be the elite and to make $20 million for a performance like that tell you it's all the popularity contest, man. That's what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
Yeah, for sure. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Coach Eddie from ATL. What's up, Ryan? What's up, B?
What up, E? What up, man? How you doing?
Oh man, not too much, man. I ain't really got no question, you know what I'm saying? If you already know I'm gonna ride with y'all regardless, man. But you know what I'm saying? I already know you stand on business, you ain't capping. My thing is with this fight right here, it got so much potential. It can go so many different ways, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can continue to circle each other, you know, in the pond. If the fight can keep getting bigger and bigger, I don't buy to the narrative that either guy is afraid to fight the other guy. You know what I'm saying? I know your son ain't scared. I know Boots ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? And so, y'all right now, y'all at the point right now, y'all dealing with business, man. This fight could be something like it could be undisputed versus undisputed. And I say that because your son can collect all the belts at 147. Boots can collect all the belts at 54. And then you can have a $50 million mega fight between both of your son and Boots. Undisputed versus undisputed, because that's been the trend lately, right? Undisputed versus undisputed.
That sound good, you know, but at this point, Coach Eddie, at this point, it sounds good, but at this point, man, we really want to fuck that man up. I'm sorry, we really want to fight him now.
All right. hey, I mean, I think people want to see it. You know, I think the more it's brewing already.
it's getting to a fever pitch. So like I say, the more it brews, the more people talk about it, the more traction that it get in the media. You know what I'm saying? The bigger the fight gonna be, and it's gonna be at a fever pitch. You know what I'm saying? And I think we could probably get. I know it's gonna be a rematch clause. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get at least 2 fights out the deal.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
at the end of the day, we the winners as the fans. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We the winners, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Y'all go on there to Japan, man. Go ahead and knock that boy off, man. I ain't gonna hold your line, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
All right,
man. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate it.
Hey, damn, why I didn't write that? Fuck, why I didn't write that down? Man, it was something I meant to write down to ask you, man. Damn, I got distracted, man. I'm around this motherfucker, man. You know I got ADD.
You know you got ADHD, man. You can't be doing that shit.
I got ADD in there. I'm like, man, and I'm gonna smoke some weed. I'm like, damn, I got some camera. I just thought, oh, here you go. This what I wanted to ask you. Nah, you know what? I ain't gonna ask you that because I don't even want to bring that fool up. I said I ain't bringing that fool up no more.
All right. Oh, Tio, okay.
Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey, Slim. Hey, Brian. I ain't mean to go in on you like that, Mo. But I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. What's going on here, Slim? We victims of the Earl and Bud shit, Mo. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm just not trying to see that shit again, Slim. It shouldn't take 5 years for y'all to fight. That's all I'm getting at, Mo. So. Yeah, so it ain't really that I'm being, but I know what y'all trying to do, and y'all doing the business part. That's why I always clarify. I know the business part of the shit. I know exactly what y'all doing, and I never said a contract was sent out. You either have an offer sheet or you get a verbal agree. I agree to that shit, but we just not trying to. As a boxing fan, I'm not a business manager. That's your job, is to be the business manager and look out for your son and them peoples you hire. That's what they do. But for me as a boxing fan, I feel that when I feel that we getting trick bagged into somebody, kicking a can and making these big fights, I'm not trying to see that again because we went through it with Earl and Bud, and before them it was Manny and Floyd. You see what I'm saying? So we ain't trying to see this shit right now, Mo. That's all I'm getting at. So it ain't nothing personal. And I don't have nothing to do. I don't have nothing personal against your son. I did personally. I think you do contradict yourself a lot. I mean, not a lot. I won't say a lot. My bad. I quote you, but I feel that you contradict. I mean, you're gonna go back and forth with what you said. That's neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, I just feel that the fights need to be made, Slim, and everybody should get paid, but that's just my point of it. And so if I come across, I'm passionate about this boxing shit, Slim, it ain't got nothing to do with emotion, but it has a lot to do with these fans trying to take advantage of the fighters trying to take advantage of the boxing fan, and we tired of the soap opera shit. Slim, just throw the hands, and I think Boots will fight in the summertime, y'all fight in the summertime, and throw them things at the end of the year, Mo. That's all I got for you, Slim. I ain't gonna hold you up, though.
Absolutely, fam.
One thing about that, the one thing about what he just said, he absolutely right. We not looking at the fight shouldn't be that hard to get mad. We was talking to Zab yesterday, and they asked Zab a question: how hard was it to make Zab and Floyd Mayweather? Zab was like, it was easy to make. You feel what I'm saying?
Him and Floyd was cool though. I think
him and Floyd was cool. That's what I'm saying. He said it was easy to make. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is here. You have us out here. We out here on we the foot soldiers. You got me especially. I'm the foot soldier. We out here. We trying to press for this fight. I can show you, I can show you text messages where I text his daddy. I can show you text messages where his daddy agreed. I can show you text messages where I text his brother. I text everybody. I talk to everybody. I did my part. Matter of fact, during last
you ain't got to do that though. You ain't got to.
Yeah. Listen, even during the last negotiations,
you ain't got to do that.
Listen, even during the last negotiations, I told his daddy, I said, bro, because the fight, no matter what people think, the whole thing was bullshit. It was bullshit. The fight was never going to happen last year because the fight with Karen was already ordered. I told his daddy, I said, bro, Eddie bullshitting y'all. I said, Eddie talking about this and that. I said, bro, we sent that man a counter offer back. I said, get on him. He said, okay, brother, I appreciate you letting me know. I got the shit in a text message. I told him, Eddie said they ain't getting no fucking counter offer.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I got a call right here, but the thing is you're privy to information. You, Eddie Hearn, Boots Ennis, Bosey, your son, y'all are privy to information that the fans on the outside looking in don't know. So a lot of fans, we make decisions or come to our conclusion based on information You know, based on what we think we know, based on what's being released on videos, based on what you may say or what Eddie Hearn may say or what Bozeman may say or whatever the case may be. But there's a whole nother story going on in the background, you know, that haven't been revealed from their side or your side. So I get what you're saying. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's good, coach? It's No Cap Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? No Cap Media. Brilliant show. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Brian. So I have to call him Mr. Brian Salute first, yeah? I have to congratulate you. You know, it's from the UK, by the way. I have to congratulate you and your family. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a hypocrite. You are a dad that brought your son up to a world champion. So let's get that out of the way first and foremost, yeah? So first thing out of the game, you got to get your flowers, sir, yeah? Thanks for confirming. We all know that Eddie Hearn. You all know that Eddie Hearn. Now you're more than welcome, sir. Listen, you know, and honestly, and I mean that. You know, I really mean that. You know, when it comes to the parenting, that's number one at the end of the day for me. Yeah. So anyway, when it comes to the fight now with Boots, so obviously we all know that Eddie Hearn. So you're saying obviously Eddie Hearn's never offered more than 1.7. So my first question is this: ideally, what's the money that you're looking from a Boots fight? And secondly, if you're getting 1.7 for, let's say, the fight in Japan, wouldn't you think that taking a fight for 1.7 facing Boots would have been a better decision for your son, Junior? Because obviously, if we'd have beat Boots, then obviously he would be the top king in the division, and then he could obviously command bigger paydays. That's my question, and I'm just gonna stay on the line so just anything comes up.
All right, salute, fam. Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Answer that
So
question.
the thing at the time, and things change. We all know things change by the day by day, situation by situation. I've said this many times before. Actually, the number was a lot lower for Boots, and initially, it was brought to our attention that you see how Teofimo don't get no money like that from Top Rank. You see how Terrence Crawford.
Because I was going to ask you about the T.O. question, but since you brought him up, I'm not going to interrupt you. But since you brought him up, you know, because I know he was saying that he don't make $1 million, and I know that's a lot. He make more than that. But anyway,
according to what he say, he don't. And then you got Terrence Crawford was crying about the money because he's looking at what PBC them guys over there doing. And then you got Eddie, now you got Turkey Al-Sheik coming in, throwing around all this money. So you got people looking for the bread. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, we actually was gonna take that fight, and some people know this for 1,000% fact. And anyway, we was actually gonna take that fight for a lot less. But it was brought to our attention that at that time, Jaron Ennis was the biggest fight for us at the welterweight division. So they was like, if you show Top Rank, if you go to Top Rank and you take this fight for this amount of money, where do you go from here? Who do you fight after this? What do you do next? What do they pay you next? Like they're gonna try to shoot you down lower, as opposed like what they gonna give you more for? You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna give you more for Stanionis if Stanionis was the champ at the time. They're not gonna give you more for Stanionis if you beat Boots. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you less because you took Boots for this amount of money. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So that was really the deal breaker. That was the deal breaker. That was the deal breaker right there. It was like, damn, you're right. What are we showing that we worth? We showing that we worth chump change. You know what I'm saying? I always made this comparison, like you got hoes walking on the street that sell ads for $50, and you got hoes that sell ads on the street for $400. But it's the same kind of ads. You get what I'm saying? Same result. But that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to D doing the Hall People Show, dropping our quarter for dub. He said, how can a man make a fight when your opponent is engaging to fight? So I guess he's trying to say no.
Yeah. Right. This shit is wild. He trying to muddy the waters, and I just hate how he trying to use us as pawns. Y'all, the public, see, people missing one part about Eddie Hearn being a liar, and I got to go back in the gym for a second. But anyway, people missing one thing about Eddie Hearn being a liar. Do y'all not remember? And I can see the article if you don't know, because I sent that shit to Bozy too. Eddie Hearn did an interview right after the negotiations fell apart, and they fell apart because of him. We never left the table. We never said nothing. He sent the 1.7 and really just spazzed out. Went on social media with it saying, oh no, now they're saying this, and now they're saying, like he said that they said this price, and now he's saying, oh yeah, we're almost there. Now he's saying we're further, we need more money. Like, we never did it. We came down. We didn't go up. We came down in price. We did not go up in price. He said in a public interview that we went up in price. We did not. Now, after that, he said that Now they realize they made a mistake and they're still calling, asking, is the fight still available? I can send you the interview. He said that shit.
Yeah, and you refuted that.
Meanwhile, I'm on the other end like, what the fuck? So that tells you what kind of man this is, bro. He's playing y'all. He has a bigger microphone. He's playing everybody. This right here, this, like you said about the timing, this right here is only because of Boots not having to deal with him no more and him having to fight Gearsol probably. That's what this has to be, because like
that's the number one guy. I think Gearsol the number one guy. Yeah.
We stopped talking about him. I made it a point not to do no interviews about him. When people was asking me about him, I said, we don't answer every question we can ask about that. We didn't want to talk about him no more. You ain't heard in the lately interview you heard me talking about, I ain't said Boo's name out my mouth. Unless I was talking about his performance or something going on. I never talk about him and my son at the same time coming out of my mouth, right? Because I was done with that. I was like, it's clear to me, it was clear he didn't want to fight. Because we said, I told his daddy, his brother, I told everybody. We said everything. Look, bro, you got to fight. We said it twice. We said it before Stanionis, and we said it before after this fight right here, after Stanionis. We told him, bro, you got to fucking fight. Let's get it. You get what I'm saying? Nobody entertained us. He never came over here talking about he wanted to fight. Still ain't said he wanted to fucking fight. So we like, fuck it, bro. We not finna be the only ones out here chasing this nigga like we some kind of bitch. Fuck he a fine bitch. Fuck him. So we ain't selling no more. We ain't gonna talk about it no more. So now we minding our business, and all of a sudden I get a fucking a text yesterday morning, I think it was yesterday, with a fucking interview with him talking about they offered us money. Like, what? What you talking about, bro? We minding our business. We ain't even fucking with you no more. We over here chilling. We already said we'll fight him. You asked us if we want to fight him. We said yes. They asked us twice. Did you want to fight him? Yes. Yes, we do. Ain't nothing else to talk about until we had done fight.
Right now, for me, right now, you got to fight. Y'all got to fight coming up. So you can't look past your opponent. Right. If Boots is going to fight his mandatory, he can't look past his opponent. I'm still under the opinion that you guys are going to fight later on this year. That's just how I'm looking at it. I could be wrong. I can't tell you, like, you know more about the situation than any fan. See, this is what I see going on. The fans have chosen sides based on whatever the reason they've chosen their sides for. And I get it, I understand that. So, you know, however they feel about it from an emotional standpoint, however they internalize their emotions, that's them. You know, I can't get caught up in another man's feelings or emotions. I get all of that. So, but I'm of the opinion that y'all gonna fight later on this year. Now, I don't have any proof of that, but that's just my gut feeling.
Hey, I think I'm with you, and I hope we damn do, man. But I gotta get back in the gym, man. I'm being a terrible coach at the moment, man.
All right. Look, let me ask you this before you go. Go. The Teofimo situation, man. Teofimo making these racist comments, you know, talking about where the nigger at, and all that stuff that's related to Terrence Crawford. How do you feel about that?
I think he a bitch ass motherfucker. And we can't wait to fight him. Again, the people need to point out that he ducked my son. He openly ducked my son. Like, these people, like I said, the standards are different, bro. This man openly, top rank, had it set up. Bob Aaron did interviews. Everybody was doing interviews. Who was that? I can't think of that. Mark Chinook, not Mark Chinook. The dude that interviewed for ESPN. He interviewed, asked him, Brian Norman Jr. That motherfucker was like, I think that what sounds good, he said, you want to fight Brian Norman Jr.? He said, I think what sounds good is Teofimo Lopez, 3-division world champ, whatever the fuck he said. You feel what I'm saying? He said, never said my son's name. He went to top rank went ghost on top rank, went to Italy, and went ghost on top rank.
Yeah, I remember that.
He straight ducked my son, straight duck sauce. You feel what I'm saying?
All right,
straight duck sauce.
All right, so you don't fuck with them as it relates to the Teofimo, because I look at him as a flaming racist. And I don't know.
We want to whip his ass. We want to whip his ass. I mean, we right there. WBO, and he can get what he want with Boots Ennis, and that's a fight with Boots Ennis. Like, why you gonna say you gonna not fight one champion that can be made right now? You know what I'm saying? It was September 27th. See, that caused a lot of stuff too. Like I said, people don't know the timeline. My son got hand surgery July the 29th because T.O. didn't accept that fight. So they didn't have
supposed to fight on the Keyshawn Davis undercard.
No. Before that. That's what I'm telling you. Is before that. This was between June. This was between June and July. This was between when he fought Claggett. When he fought Steve Claggett. So after he fought Steve Claggett, I can't think of the man's name. Anyway, did the interview. He was supposed to fight him. T.O. had another date because that's how they do it. They set up the dates at the beginning of the year. T.O. had a date for Friday, September the 27th. Y'all can look at the calendar if you don't believe me, since I'm always capping. He had a date for Friday, September the 27th. There was one B. Norman Jr. Top Rank went to asking him, talking to him about it. He went ghost on Top Rank. They told us.
I remember that.
They said he went dead. They was like, what the fuck? Never said nothing. Then he popped back up. Canelo had a fight coming up. Who Canelo fight? Then Jaime McGill. Canelo Berlanga. He had the he popped back up. And my partner happened to be there. He popped back up for the first Edgar Berlanga press conference, and that's when they asked him about it. That's when, I would have fight him. I just said I didn't want to fight him on a Friday. You ain't never said shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I just said I want to fight him. You're a fucking liar. He didn't want to fight my son, and he don't want to fight my son. He did not want to. He clearly fucking openly ducked my motherfucking son. Period.
Yeah, I didn't know that was something serious though, but I remember that. All right, but look, I know you say you got to go back in the gym. So,
okay.
Hey, B, I appreciate you taking the time out.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Okay.
Yes, sir. Salute for him.
All right, bet.
Brian number C, round of applause. Yeah, he's training right now. So, you know, I knew that. You know, I just really appreciate him taking the time out to just come on the show because they in training camp. They are in Big Bear, California right now, training, getting ready. So, I knew that. I knew he was training and stuff. So, I appreciate, you know, he took the time out to do that. Come on the show. I'll call him. What's your name? You calling from?
Oh yeah. This Mr. Cook. I'm calling out of Jacksonville. Coach, what's going on, man?
I got Jacksonville, but what is your name?
Mr. Cook.
Oh, Mr. Cook out of Jacksonville. Talk to me.
What's going on, man? Is Brian Finn still there?
No, sir. He's training. He had to go back in the gym and train.
Oh, I was about to say, man, you know Greg Hackett got a dub this weekend. You know he got a dub this weekend.
I heard. Yeah, Greg, what, Greg 4-24 now. Hey, what's that noise in the background?
Oh no, that's my seatbelt on the driver. Hold on, I know it's messing up. But I'm just calling in just to support, man. I can't never get on like when you got Bill or you got somebody up there, man. I wanted to get up there while you had Norman Senior up there, but I just think, man, like I wanted to say, I just think it's a bargaining tool for them, like to make the fight early before he come back from Japan and give them more leverage. That's all it is. I think the fight gonna happen.
Yeah, me too.
The fans want to see it now.
I think
I believe it's truly gonna happen.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Hey, boosting them. It's crazy because boosting them, man. After the fight in a post conference, they were saying like, who buying Norman? He ain't nobody. And I'm a booty, like they just using our name for promotion this to get just to clout. I'm like, hey, what are y'all doing the same thing with Bud? Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Crazy to me, man. But man. Yeah, Coach, keep doing your thing, man. I'm glad I got in this shit crazy. Now your shit going up. Man, I've been calling for like the past half an hour trying to get on, man.
Yeah,
kudos, man. Keep doing your thing, Coach. For real.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mr. Coach, man. Jacksonville, Duval County, stand up, man. Duval. Yeah, like me, I'm on the opinion they're gonna fight later on this year. I've been on record saying that. Of course, I think the fight will probably be more money, bigger, stuff like that. Turk Al-Sheikh. I don't know. I don't have any proof of this, but hopefully if Turk Al-Sheikh gets involved, then of course everybody gonna get the money they want. And money ain't gonna be no issue, and it's gonna be that. So it's gonna be bigger. I think it's gonna happen this year, though. I honestly believe it's gonna happen. You know, so but you can't look past your opponent. You can't look past your opponent. So this is the guy. Where is the WBA? I think I closed it. Yeah, I closed the window. The WBA, Boots is fighting this guy right here. WBA rankings. This is what's been mandated. Let me blow this up right here so y'all can see. Blow this up so y'all can see. Bear with me one moment. Bam. That's Jamal Charlo. Shakram Gayasov. This is who Boots is been mandated to fight. This guy right here. Shakram. Hold on. Oh, y'all can't see. This guy right here. He's from Uzbekistan. So the way I'm looking at it, and let's see, standing from conditional regret. Yeah, because I think Stanionis, he was mandated to fight Stanionis. But it says right here, Stanionis special permit request conditionally granted subject to his compliance to the winner of Stanionis, Ennis, or Stanionis if a draw must face Gilsov as a mandatory defense within 120 days of said bout. Gilsov is authorized to fight a non-title bout. So Gilsov ended up fighting a non-title bout here against Miguel Parra. Once he fought Miguel Parra, he became the mandatory to fight the WBO champion. At that time, the WBO champion was Amantis Stanionis. Eddie Hearn and Jaron Boots Ennis fought Amantis Stanionis. They secured that fight, and they ended up fighting him. So, for what you're reading right here, since Amantis Stanionis was mandated to fight Gilsov, they allow a special request to be granted as long as Stanionis can land the fight with Boots. Then they said whoever is the winner of this fight, the mandate will be passed on to the winner. So as you can see right here, the winner of Amantis Stanionis and Jaron Ennis must face Gilsov as the mandatory defense within 120 days of said bout. So if this is the case, there's no way that Jaron Boots Ennis and Brian Norman can fight each other anyways. Because Boots has inherited a mandatory. Very similar to what Terrence Crawford did when he inherited Errol Spence's mandatory with Boots. You get what I'm saying? So if he don't fight the mandatory, what did they do to Crawford? IBF stripped him. Crawford couldn't fight the mandatory because he was contractually bound to fight Errol Spence. Everybody know that. Crawford fought Spence. There was a rematch clause. Spence activated the rematch clause. They had 6 months to make that fight. Once the 6 months was at his tail's end, Spence said that he changed his mind. He ain't fighting Crawford. He got to have Cadillac surgery on his eye. So for 6 months, Crawford had to wait until that fight happened. This right here, same thing. Dude went ahead and fought. You know, Stanionis got an exception. He lost. Boots inherited the WBO mandatory for Stanionis because the WBO allows Stanionis to fight Boots for a unification bout.
True.
Exact same thing. So anything that Eddie Hearn is saying at this point is a moot point. Because if Boots don't fight his mandatory, then he feared the same thing that happened to Terrence Crawford when he got stripped by the IBF can happen to Boots. And then if he lose that strap, it defeats the whole purpose of his quest to become the undisputed welterweight champion of the world in the first place. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Corey 2 times, Coach.
Corey 2 times, talk to me.
Oh, yeah, Coach. No, I was just wanting to bring up that point that B. Norman said before he got off. People did kind of forget how Teofimo straight up ducked Norman Jr. And he was like, I don't want to, he said some dumb shit. I don't want to fight in New York. I want to fight in LA or some shit like that. Like, people forget about that part. And then as far as that same situation, we had a good show on it the other day. I think it's rumors, Coach, you have to figure out. I've been looking. I don't know if they're saying the WBO is supposed to address that, but we'll see if there's anything. Because I remember the end of the title the other day, you was like, "Will there be consequences?" So we'll see, Coach. We'll see if that actually anything happens with him. But nah, that was all. I just wanted to put that in because I was like, I did forget that that the fight was set up to happen in New York, and he's supposed to be from New York, and he said, "I don't want to fight in New York. I want to fight in LA." That was weird. But go ahead and keep rolling on what you're rolling on, Coach. That's my second call. Peace.
Yeah, no, he didn't say he didn't want to fight in LA. He didn't say he didn't want to fight in LA. He said he didn't want to fight on a Friday. Said he didn't want to fight on a Friday. That's what he said. He said he didn't want to fight on a Friday. And crazy part about it, he just fought on the Friday for the card on the Fatal Fury card. He just fought on the Friday. So yeah, I remember that. He said he didn't want to fight on the Friday, something of that sort. But then again, I didn't really know how locked in that was. I didn't really speak much about it because I'm like, it wasn't nothing official. Did you get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But yeah, so as you can see, there's no way that fight could have happened. Because I'm looking like, okay, this kid got a mandatory that he inherited. Let's say he say, hey, look, WBO, I'm finna fight Brian Norman to unify. Well, that can't happen because Brian Norman has a signed contract to fight Jin Sasaki in Japan. So just think about that. I get that everybody is chosen aside. And I get that fans are passionate and they're yelling and they're screaming and they fighting and cursing. I get all of that. Explain, but explain to me. Once you take your emotions out of it, I know some of you want to argue about this shit. This ain't nothing to argue about. Explain to me if one guy has a mandatory and he has to come to a deal with that mandatory within 120 days, unless he risks being stripped of the very same belt that he fought for. Explain to me how him going into negotiation with a Brian Norman Jr., who already have a signed contract to fight another guy in another country, how can that fight be made next right now? Forget anything else. Somebody explain to me how can Jaron Boots Ennis and Brian Norman Jr. fight can be made right now? Just explain it to me. Shout out to G5. G5, what's going on, fam? The natural say gossip just takes step aside money. You assuming that he'll take it. Assuming he don't take step aside money, then what? Just like you can assume gossip will take step aside money, you have to assume that he won't take step aside money. So if he don't take step aside money, then what? Hey, shout out to Miss Black Panther. Miss Black Panther. Lines open. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, sis. Then what? And then let's go down the yellow brick road. And even if Gassam takes step aside money, how does that fight get made when Brian Norman has a signed contract to fight Jin Sasaki in Japan? Hey, what you say to Natural? You say, nah, coach, I'm saying he gotta take step aside money already last fight. He's not gonna take it this time. Yeah. Hey, the Natural, I agree with you. I'm just at Natural. All I'm saying is let's take all of the emotions out of it. You don't like Brian Norman, you don't like Boots, fine, I ain't got no problem with none of that. Well, however you feel emotionally about it, this for all the fan managers and promoters. If you're a fan manager or promoter, explain to me this. Because some of these Boston fans are, they I don't know. But let's just say this here. According to the World Boxing Association, as a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's go a bit. What boots do Boots have? Boots is the IBF champion, and he's the WBA champion. Jaron Boots Ennis, he's the IBF champion, and he's the WBA champion. He just beat it said right here, he's the WBA super champion. Jaron Ennis, and he's the IBF champion. Mario Barrios is the WBC champion. He's fighting Manny Pacquiao. 75-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Brian Norman Jr. is the WBO champion. If the WBO champion is currently under contract to fight Jin Sasaki in Japan, and if the WBA champion has been mandated, has inherited a mandatory from the WBA to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, and he has 120 days to make that fight. Explain to me how can Brian Norman Jr. and Jaron Boots Ennis fight right now, according to what people believe from what Eddie Hearn is saying.
True.
See, this how I know what Eddie Hearn was saying is bullshit. Nobody, everybody totally overlooked this. They totally overlooked that part of it. That's why I said, nah, that's some bullshit. I had one nigga in the chat. I ain't even addressing it because I pulled up your account and you a troll account. But I had one nigga in the chat, name started with a T. He was trolling, and when I looked up your account, I ain't even saying that. I said that nigga a troll account. He trying to get my attention. I intentionally ignored you, nigga. But you know these niggas who fanaging and promoting. My question is this here. Answer this. Yeah, I think somebody ended up blocking them, but yeah, I didn't even, you know, some niggas just, you know, they want to argue in the chat. When I dropped the phone lines and you didn't call the show, we already knew what time it was. And it's one thing that Coach Malachi don't do. This is what I don't do.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? Look at you. You mad? I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
Niggas be wronger than two left pair of shoes. Want to argue? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what's going on? Is B from Philly.
B from Philly. Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear
you. Yeah. You asked the question, how can it happen? Well, we both know that a unification belt supersedes a mandatory. So that's how that fake can happen.
That's not a set in stone rule. That's something that we always say unification always trump a mandatory and all that stuff there. But however, Boots had a unification bout already, and Brian Norman has a signed contract to fight Jin Sasaki. So you telling me a unification match against a guy who has a signed contract because it's a unification that would allow him to break his contract to fight another guy? Is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely, 100%. You've never seen a time in boxing where there was a unification belt and somebody got stripped because of the unification. Tell me one time it's ever happened before.
Yeah, sir, you totally missing the point. The WBA can stick to their guns and say, look, you're going to have to fight your mandatory. They don't have to let Boots do. Hear me out. They don't have to let Boots do anything. But let's go down this yellow brick road. Let's say you're right. Yeah, the WBA would say, hey, we're going to allow you to go into a unification match with Brian Norman Jr. How do you get around the signed contract that Brian Norman Jr. have to fight Jin Sasaki in 4 weeks? Go.
It don't. It doesn't. His contract with Jin Sasaki is what it is. We're talking about after the fact. And you're acting like these sanctioning bodies stand on what they stand on. When Canelo had a WBC middleweight belt, Benavidez was his mandatory for a whole damn year. It never got stripped.
Yeah, they pick and choose. They pick and choose when they want to enforce it. So my thing is, you're pointing out the wishy-washiness of the sanctioning bodies. So assuming that everything falls in line, which is all based on assumptions, we won't know what will happen until they actually do it. My point is,
until it actually happens, but we've never seen it happen before, though.
Yeah, my point is,
Coach, also you got to step aside money. It's ways to go around it. It's not like just because he has a mandatory. I mean, you've seen it 1,000 times when people have mandatories and they don't fight the mandatory. They don't get stripped.
No.
They have to get stripped.
No. I'm not saying they have to get stripped, but the sanctioning bodies don't have to let that fight go on. Is what I'm saying. They did it. Check this out. They did it with Crawford. They did it with Crawford. They stripped him for the IBF when he was under contract. When he was under contract to fight Errol Spence. They stripped him. That's how Boots got the belt.
Tell me a time, though. Tell me a time there was a unification belt and a person got stripped because they didn't fight their mandatory. They fought a unification. When has that ever happened?
I got to look it up. I really don't know offhand. I'm not saying it never happened, but my point
happened before, Coach.
Okay, but listen. Okay, but I'm going down this yellow brick road with you. Let's say you're right about all of that.
Yeah.
My point is, if the WBA say, look, we're going to allow you to fight Brian Norman Jr., can that fight happen right now, sir?
No, because he has a contract with Jin Sasaki.
That's my whole point.
And they're fighting in June.
That's my whole point.
But the fight, So Boots will fight in a month. Boots will fight 2 months from now. Their fight will be scheduled to. First of all, let me say this: I don't think they're gonna fight no time soon. Period. I think Brian Norman Jr. and Senior, they're using Boots' name to build their name. The fight not gonna happen. But if the fight was to happen, it would happen at the end of the year or the beginning of the next year.
I don't.
Will still fulfill his mandatory, right? He can still fulfill his mandatory and still fight Brian Norman Jr. at the end of the year or at the beginning of next year.
That I don't know if you was listening to
It's only May. It's only May.
I don't know if you were listening to the show, but if you were listening to the show, I specifically said that I believe, and I told Brian Norman while he was on the show, I said I believe that fight will happen later on this year towards the end of the year. That's what I said.
Happen, period.
That's what I said.
I'm entertaining you ask a question. I'm entertaining the question. Me personally, coach, I don't think the fight is going to happen. Period.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to happen.
All right. You have a right to feel that way. We'll find out. We don't know. Everybody's making their predictions. You predict that the fight won't happen. I predict that the fight will happen later on in the year. Guess what? We'll find out. We'll find out.
If the fight was to happen, I would think it would happen around this time next year. If it was to happen, I don't see it happening at the end of this year. If it was to happen, it would probably happen the middle of next year or the end of next year. I don't see it happening a fight or two from now. It'll probably be 3 or 4 fights from now. If it does happen.
All right. Well, listen, man. Shout out to B from Philly. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling. Yeah, he literally said the same thing I said. You literally said the same thing I said. Literally. Because if I go down the yellow brick road, okay, you're right. Let's say the WBA say we're going to allow you to go into another unification bout without defending your mandatory. How do you get around the Brian Norman Jin Sasaki situation? You can't. So the purpose of being excused, not fighting your mandatory, so that you can go in a unification bout with Brian Norman Jr. don't make sense because you cannot go into a unification bout with Brian Norman Jr. anyways because he got a fight set up in Japan for June 19th. It don't make no sense. So when June 19th get here, then what? The clock is already ticking for Booster to make a deal with his mandatory. So I see what you're saying. After the fight, Boots can go ahead and reach out to him and say, okay, let's make this unification match, knock out the contract details, and they can have it set for later on in the year. I see what you're saying as relate to that. That potentially can be done, but that's assuming that Eddie Hearn them is saying, well, you know what? We're just going to wait on the results of the Brian Norman fight. And then once that is over with, then we'll go directly into negotiations with them to make that fight happen. We're going to put off your mandatory. Then we'll go talk to the WBA and say, hey, I know we got like 60 more days to make this fight, but now we got a deal in place, to fight Brian Norman. Are we good to go into a unification match? Yeah, like you got all these different factors that have to go into play. Can it happen? Yeah, it can happen, but we don't know. Everybody's assuming like it's a done deal and this how it can happen and that and yada 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 yada. And I'm like, a lot of you Boston fans, y'all know more than Eddie Hearn. Y'all know more than the Normans. Y'all know more than Boots Ennis. Y'all know more than Top Rank. Like literally. All right, man. It is what it is. Shout out to Daniel Agnew. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Miss Black Panther. What's going on, Miss Black Panther? Mr. Cook is in the building. Texas 16 South, salute to you, fam. Shout out to Mark P. What'd you say, fam? Kendall Price, he said it's way more tweefing. He said, hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Pour this shit off. Hey, what he said? Hold on. What bar? Wait here. He says way more. Hold on. Somebody said it's way more tweefing. Hold on. Who said that? Who said that, fam? Hold on. That shit was funny than a motherfucker. He said it's way more tweefing. Hey, where at? Man, I can't find that tweet, bro. Man, I can't find. I want to put it up and put it on the screen. Yeah, man. But this shit is hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. This shit is hilarious. You get what I'm saying? He says way more tweefing. He says way more tweefing than boxing. I said, hey, shout out to Rick. Rick, what's going on, fam? Rick, what's going on? Hey, I'm sitting there laughing. Yeah, man, see, you understand, see, what we got to do now, hey, bro. This remind me of the this remind me of the you know how the fantasy and promoters used to be talking. Yeah, man, sign the contract. 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20. Take whatever we get. Well, that shit had me laughing. Hey, I remember them days. I ain't gonna lie, I miss them days up, boy. Hey, you know what? We gotta bring them days back. We gotta bring the 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20 days back.
I know you once said, hey, look, if we fight, it's gonna be either 70, 30, 80, 20. Was that?
Man, I was. When I said
posturing or what was that?
When did I say that?
You know, that was.
Yeah, I said it on my girl Instagram. Yeah. What's going? But I was playing. Yeah, man, nobody taking no 80, 20, 70, 30. Yeah, I was playing. I was like, because I was like, it's gonna be 60, 40, and I was like, yeah, he keep playing crazy. It's gonna be 70, 30, yeah. or 80, 20. Yeah. But yeah, I was playing. Like I was serious about that, man. Like people can't take jokes.
Hey, Spencer, I was playing. He said I was playing. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, hey, give me that. Hey, Slim, real quick. I can tell you how the fight gonna get made. Just like Earl was able to fight all the fights he fought and pay Stanion his step aside money. You fella realize that Gassiev is a matchroom fighter. So with that said is Matchroom can have it where they don't have to actually bid on that fight. And so what they'll probably do in a lot of cases what promotional companies do when they want to, get a bigger fight to prevent a mandatory and they staying stable from fighting, they just pay them off exactly like Stanionis, like they did Stan. You know how many money Stanionis got?
I get that, but what you're saying is a fight with Brian Norman.
That happens all the time in boxing. It's never been.
But you're missing. You're looking at one half of the equation. You're missing the other half. What is the other half of the equation?
It's no other half.
It is other half. The other half is.
The other half is. Go ahead. What's the half? You talking?
No. Go ahead.
The other half is Eddie's whole argument was that we talking about now well, I hate to do this over, but the whole thing is Eddie offered Stanionis and Norman unification. Stanionis took the unification. That's over and done with. Now Eddie came back and said, "Look, we just trying to lock in the fight at the end of the year." So I don't understand I think there's no way they're gonna fight now. They know that. Everybody know that. Eddie never said they fight now. Boots don't have to fight his mandatory.
That's my whole point.
Boots don't have to fight his.
Yeah. So.
But that's what Eddie said.
Yeah, but I get that. So if there's a verbal agreement, according to what Brian Norman said, and Eddie Hearn is saying something, whatever, I don't know. But regardless of who you want to believe, if there's a verbal agreement that they're gonna fight later on in the year, anyways, then. From what I'm understanding, there's no need to sign anything. Look, you got my word, I got your word.
Because it's a verbal agreement.
After we fight Jin Sasaki, we can go back, sign the contract.
Yes.
You can get out of fighting your mandatory, and we can make that fight for end of the year. It can happen like that.
Who mandatory?
It can happen like that.
You talking about Boots mandatory?
Yeah, the WBA. Yeah.
Yeah, Boots can fight his mandatory the same time that a couple weeks after Brian fight his mandatory in Japan. Boots would be stupid. I mean, say he'd be stupid, but I wouldn't be a good idea to just sit down for damn near 10 months to fight Brian Norman at the end of the year. I wouldn't do that. So he might end up fighting his mandatory before the summer out. What's wrong with that?
But I think Boots. But I thought Boots was saying that they're not coming back till like September.
He can fight his mandatory in September and still fight at the end of the year too. So I mean, it can be done. I don't think September is a realistic date for him. I think a more realistic date, September is a big time. It's definitely not a realistic date for no boxing for real because of what's about to happen. So the most realistic date is at the end of the summer, and I mean like August.
So I want to say this. Everything that we're saying is based on what we assume. We know that Brian Norman and Jaron Boots Ennis cannot fight right now. We know that. So once Brian Norman finishes his fight in June 19th, in the perfect world, him and Boots can come together. They can negotiate. They can negotiate a contract, settle it, and have a fight for the end of the year. And Boots can avoid. He can avoid his mandatory if he make that fight. You know, with the blessing of the WBA. So other than that, that's it. So we said the same thing.
He still got to. But the thing is, Coach, he's still, like you said, two things can be right at the same time or wrong, however way you want to look at it. The fact is, Gassiev is a matchroom fighter. The fact is, boxers have, when like my man called, how many times it has been a unification? It's only been 99% of the time, not all the time, 99% of the time, unifications are going to trump. That's just the fact of the matter. I'm not even arguing that. It doesn't even matter. We don't even have to go that far. Gassiev is a matchroom fighter. All Eddie got to do is be like, we give you a 2-year extension on your fight deal if you just bypass this fight, and we give you a 6 figure. It's easy. They've been doing it forever.
I get all that. I'm not even arguing that. You preach it to the choir. I'm not even arguing.
Yeah, no,
that.
I got you. So that's but you said, how can the fight get made?
No. I said, how can the fight get made right now? That was the key part to me.
Right, man. Because Eddie never said the fight was going to get made right now.
And
at the end of the year.
Yeah, but some people feel like, no, he could have just signed the contract and made the fight right now, and you can't. He can't make the fight.
Talking about what people talking about.
Yeah.
We just had somebody.
Boxing. Yeah, I get all.
Yeah, but they don't follow boxing. I get talking.
So anyway, to summarize this whole entire conversation, Jaron Boots Ennis and Brian Norman can fight later on in the year. Bottom line, regardless of what happened, that fight can be made later on in the year. That's
the best thing for both of them to boost the fight. That's
which is what I said from the beginning of the call. I believe that fight gonna happen at the end of the year.
Right.
That's what I said.
Yeah, hell no. And I've been consistent on that. Right now, it's no point in doing it.
All right.
They need to fight who they gonna fight, show off, and then the fight gonna be bigger. It's even bigger if they get something on paper saying they definitely gonna fight each other at the end of the year, though. But I got you. I'm out, man. I'm out, Slim. We agree.
Yeah. Yeah, we saying the same thing. Yeah, we literally saying the same thing. I'm like, okay, look, they can fight at the end of the year. I said that. I said that with Brian Norman. Well, Brian Norman was on the side. I said, I believe that fight gonna happen at the end of the year. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this Razor, man.
Razor, well, where you calling from?
Philadelphia.
Razor from Philadelphia. Talk to me.
Hey, yo, man, nigga Devin Haney, he's a phony, man. They need to get that nigga out of boxing, man. He ain't got no chin. That nigga can't duck a left hook. That nigga weak. His daddy a mark. All them niggas are faggots, man. That nigga Devin Haney a faggot, man. That nigga Gervonta Davis, king of boxing, nigga. Can't nobody beat him. You can't name that nigga.
You mean Gervonta Davis? Because you said Devontae.
Yeah,
Davis.
you can't name me a nigga that can knock him out. Nigga, come on, man.
You finished, sir?
Huh?
Are you finished?
Yeah. I said you can't name a nigga that can fuck with Gervonta Davis, nigga. None of your fighters can't fuck with him.
Is that all you had to say,
you
sir?
Fuck with Terrence Crawford, right? Don't you fuck with Terrence Crawford?
Oh, you know what? I know what you is. This is the problem. This is the problem right here, sir. This is the problem. See, you want to argue. I'm not here to argue with you. You said that no one can fuck with Gervonta Davis. You have a right to say that. Anything else you have to say, sir?
Yeah, and I need you to say sorry about all that shit you said about Deontay Wilder too, nigga.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad. Look at you. You mad. I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
This nigga want to argue. For what? I can't argue with you. You mad. Look at you. Carl, hold on. You mad. I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody. Like, nigga, you ain't gonna get no energy from me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I don't argue with broke Wakanda niggas. For what? You ain't got nothing to talk about. Bye, Felicia. Carla, what's your name you calling from?
Hey, what's up there, Coach? Jerry from B-More.
Man, Jerry, talk to me.
Hey, man, that was smooth how you dealt with him right there. That was experience. You recognize right away what the fuck shit he was on, and just casually fucking just let him down. That was beautiful, Coach.
Yeah, man. You know, these dude be calling. They too emotionally invested. They wanna argue and all.
You
I
want
ain't
to
got time
argue,
for
right?
that.
Right, yeah. Now, me and you, we don't always agree. You know, like boxing stuff, different fights and this and that. But I don't look to call up to argue, right? But this guy, you could just tell him his energy, and that was just so smooth how you dealt with him there, because it was so clear what he wants to do. He wants to argue opinion. What are we going to do? Argue opinion. State your opinion. That's fine, and then move on. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, what I'm going to do about Brian Norman, and I'm going to tell you like this: Brian Norman does not want to fight Boots Ennis. He just doesn't. Not because he fears Boots, but he just got the title, Brian Norman. He got a title, a year ago. He made one defense. He made a good defense a couple weeks back. And he's gambling on himself, him and his dad. They gambling. Boots ain't no big star. There's not a big fight there, really. It's reasonable money, way better than what he's got. But if he can shine his star a little bit more, then the fight should be worth a little more. I guess that's what they're banking on, you know what I mean? But what they ain't banking on is getting in there and probably losing the Boots in this. And then he loses his title, the one thing that really makes him relevant, Brian Norman. And then he's got to go back, and who knows what opportunities may lie ahead for him. So I get it, you know what I mean? I can't call it a duck because I think they're thinking business-wise, which is what they do, what fighters do in their management. But I don't know. What says you?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think they'll fight each other. I'm on record just saying that I think that fight will happen later on this year. I think Boots' profile is going to be bigger. He's a unified champion, and he has the Ring magazine. He has the Ring belt, so he is the top guy, the number one guy. Boots' popularity, and I think his notoriety is getting a little bigger. He's not a vocal guy, but he clearly has the fan popularity behind him. The fan popularity is behind him. And he's looked upon as the next. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Especially in comparison to Brian Norman. Brian Norman Jr., he ain't nowhere, from a popularity standpoint, he ain't nowhere near where Boots is at. Boots even got dedicated YouTube channels, that's talking good about him. So,
I know,
you know what I mean? So, yeah. I think Boots is
I would
bigger.
agree that in comparison to Brian just won a title not even a year ago, and he's only had one defense. Boots has been on the scene while struggling to get career-defining fights. He's been on the scene a little bit longer, so I would say, in comparison to Brian Norman, but that's not saying much. You know what I mean? That's not really saying much.
I mean, he's not. Boots isn't Javante Davis. I'll put it that way. He's not on Javante Davis's level, even though a lot of his fans argue about Boots the way he is, but that they argue about Boots like he's on Javante Davis's level from a popularity standpoint. He's nowhere near that. But he's popular. But he's popular within the realms of his audience. I would say that much.
Yeah, but I mean, Coach, to be honest, anyone's popular in the realm of their own audience. That's the people that, but you know what I mean?
No, but he got a big, but he got a,
the people that like me, I'm popular with the motherfuckers that like me. I'm just saying, I like Boots, man. I think Boots is a transitional talent. I agree with Eddie Hearn. I think this guy could go probably up the middleweight and be a competitive fighter, man. I like him. I like his style. But he's so fucking quiet. He's boring as fuck outside of the ring, and it sucks for him that he may need to be more than that to get more notoriety. They can't really get on the big fights. He did get the Stanionis fight. He blazed him out. It's hard to say. Him and Virgil Ortiz. That to me, that's the best matchup that can be made at 154. And I know he's at 147, but he's busting at the seams there. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. literally busting at the seams there. He's staying there because he's got those titles. You know, otherwise he would have to move up due to his size. But you know, if he moves up to 54 and with no titles, then he's the same guy with a small fan base, not much notoriety, hard to beat, and now he's got no titles. So it's understandable why he's trying to stay there at 47. But who knows how long that's going to last, man. He's used at that weight. I don't know. But I like him. I wish him luck. Brian Norman has shown. Brian Norman's dad was on another show talking about when they was offering him the Boots fight, that a point of contingency was that they wanted it in Philadelphia, and he was making a big deal out of that. Here they are now going all the way overseas to a different continent to fight in a guy's backyard. So I don't know. That don't smell right to me. But anyway, thanks for taking my call, Coach.
All right, shout out to Jerry. Baltimore, stand up. Yeah, I'm still of the opinion. I'm still of the opinion that the fight gonna happen. I think they're gonna fight each other. It's gonna happen. I'm of that opinion. The fight gonna happen. End of the year. I've been consistent at saying that. You know, I'm like, yeah, this fight gonna happen at the end of the year. And then when I think about it, you know, once that fight is made for the end of the year or maybe the top of next year, but let's say it happened towards the end of the year, yeah, that'll be good. You know, both guys' profiles will be bigger and the stakes will be higher. It'll be a high stakes fight because now you got a couple of title defenses from both guys. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, from both guys. You get because Boots beat Karen. Boots beat Karen to become the IBF. Well, no, he was already the IBF champ. My bad. He got elevated to the IBF champ. Then he beat Karen. He beat David Avocado. Then he beat Karen Chugga Chugga. And then he just beat Stanionis for the unification bout. And then Norman Jr. became champion last year when he beat Santion, I think. And then and all of these belts were relinquished by Bud. And then he just fought Cuevas, stopped him. Now he's going to Japan. So, you know, it is what it is. I think that both of these guys are on a collision course. And again, this is me. I don't have a dog in the race. I'm not emotionally attached to Norman Jr. and I'm not emotionally attached to Boots. So I can attack this objectively, unlike some callers. I'm not emotionally invested in Boots or Brian Norman Jr. You know what I mean? I wish both of those guys luck. You know, I think Boots is the number one guy, in my opinion. I do think he's the number one guy. He has the talent. You know, as they say, he passed the eye test. You know, he does have that dog in him. Brian Norman Jr., you know, is talented. He has that dog in him as well. He's probably not as athletic as the Boots Ennis, or maybe as flashy as the Boots Ennis. He's not. But however, you know, styles make fights, and I think that when these two guys do fight each other, I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight, a 12-rounder.
True.
Yeah, but for the what kind of nigga who called the show? Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not finna get baited into arguing with you niggas. What I look like arguing with a nigga about? If you that passionate about another man, you know, if you that passionate about another man, homie, I would have to question your sexuality at that point. Like, damn, my nigga, you probably even fight for you. You sound like one of them YNs, a young nigga. No, you YNs is stupid. Only thing y'all understand is killing each other, or getting killed, or going to jail. So, you know, he sound like he one of these YN what kind of niggas. Yeah, man, you know, you in Philly. It's dangerous in Philly. Hopefully you make it out of there. Hopefully you don't get smoked over there.
True.
They killing each other left and right in Philly. You know what I mean? So the young Wakanda nigga who called the show, yeah, I don't do no arguing with emotionally attached beta males. That's one thing we don't do. We don't argue with beta males, fam. You making Philly look bad. Right now, you better not never call this show again and tell a nigga you from Philly. You better say you from Two Egg, Florida, or Tupelo, Mississippi. Now, you know, I got family in Tupelo, so you better say you from somewhere. Don't never tell nobody from Philly. You making your entire city look bad.
True.
You got tank nuts in your mouth. You calling the show. We talking about Brian Norman Jr. and Boots and what Eddie Hearn said. You got tank nuts in your mouth. Juggling with your tongue and your tonsils. Damn, my nigga come up for air. You sucking it down to the base, fam. Shout out to Big Boss.
Hey,
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said I was looking for you at the Pro Box event Saturday, coach. He said it was solid, but I saw scamps in there. I started to ask him where Al is at. Hey, big boss. You know what happened, fam? I was supposed to went to the event because Bomac was there. I was supposed to went to the event, but it was pouring down, raining here where I'm at. I'm in Tampa, and Kissimmee is like 65 miles away from me. It was pouring down, raining, and I did not want to go on I-4. It rained all day Saturday here. I didn't want to go down. It was thunderstorming too. I didn't want to go down I-4. You know what I mean? To go to the Pro Box event, because it was going to take me about 2.5 hours to get there because of the traffic and rain, and then come back in time to put on the fight party, because we did a fight party Saturday. I didn't want to come back. I didn't want to come back in time. You know, I didn't think I was going to make it back in time for that.
True.
That's what it was, fam. That's what it was. You know? Yeah, man, these dudes here, they do it with no shame, bro. I mean, tell me, they eating the meat down to the bone.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, I'm talking about, man, these goddamn, these taking maniacs, boy. Boy, these taking maniacs is something else. God damn, these taking maniacs is something else. God damn, fam. Nigga, come up for air. And you got it all shined up, don't you? You from Philly, you listen, I can see, you supposed to be riding for boots like that. You from Philly, you supposed to be riding for boots like that. You calling about, yeah, nigga, yeah, you know, don't you mess with Crawford? I'm like, I be having niggas hit me up, all bull to the side. This is a true story. I been having dudes sending me DMs, dog, on Instagram and stuff. Yeah, nigga, I hate Crawford, F Crawford, this and that, because they know, like, you know, I got a pretty good close relationship with Crawford, with Terrence Crawford. You get what I'm saying? And they know that. So yeah, nigga, F Crawford, this and that, and they're trying to get a reaction from me, and I'm like, okay, you don't like Crawford, okay, and okay, what else? What else? That's all you got? Yeah, nigga, I'm looking for a reaction. Yeah, I said that. I'm looking for a reaction. I want you to get mad at what I just said. Sir, I don't have my emotions caught up in the grown men like that, man. I'm like, you know, if you want to get my attention, you got to get my attention. Talk about some money or a woman. Talk about some money or a woman if you want to get my attention. You ain't going to get my attention telling me you hate another hard dick. I hate another hard dick like me. Yeah, dog, we don't, okay, you hate him. I don't care. I mean, the man is flying around the world in private jets, living in the brand new mansion that he just built, you know, on top of other properties that he have. The man got a net worth of 8 figures. I really don't think he cares. He's like, you ain't hurting me, sir. What does that have to do with me? You know what I'm saying? Again, these dudes are strange. Like, y'all remember that song? Y'all remember that song by Cameo? She's strange. She's strange, and I like it. These niggas is strange. I'm like, damn, these niggas, god damn, dog. Nigga, get the meat out your mouth, nigga. Come up for air, dog. It's okay. You choking and everything. Nigga choking, nigga gargling and goddamn, my nigga, it's okay. Come up, man. Listen, let it breathe. Get some air, fam. You gonna pass out. You from Philly? Got all that tank meat in your mouth like that? And you did it with no shame.
True.
Man, these young Philly niggas is crazy, but I don't know what to say about these niggas, man. I don't. You got the wrong guy. Like, you got the wrong guy, fam. You do. Listen, let me explain this here. Coach Malachi care nothing about you hating Terrence Crawford. Coach Malachi care nothing about you hating Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson or Errol Smith, whatever. Coach Malachi don't care. You hating them doesn't hurt me. Those are your emotions. However you internalize your emotions, it's between you and your emotions. Coach don't give a damn. I'm going to smoke my weed, make my money, and do the show every day at 3 o'clock. That's what I'm going to do. While you living your lives vicariously through your favorite fighter, hoping to get hit from the back, raw, with no KY jelly, just raw, just dry. Sound like it'll be painful. You get what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with me. You sending me messages thinking you hurting me, telling me you hate Crawford. Coach Malachi don't give a damn. You can hate Terrence Crawford until your eyeballs fall out of your eye socket. I don't care. The nigga is rich. Flying around the world in private jets. I don't think he cares. And I damn sure don't care. I'm going to sit right here in my house on the lake, pet my rabbit and my dog. My mom would say my dog. It's my daughter dog, but she don't take care of it. You know what I mean? Smoking my good green and moving on to the next subject matter. It ain't that deep. True, true, true. I'm like, dang, these niggas, I'm talking about, they ain't got no shame. My nigga, come up for air. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Shit. Yeah, nigga, Tank, baby, nigga, Tank the best. Ain't nobody better than Tank. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody better than Tank. And guess what? I agree. Ain't nobody better than Tank. Hey. Yeah. Oh, that look good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree. Listen, I agree. Ain't nobody better than Tank. Yes, sir. I agree. Ain't nobody better than Tank. That nigga from Philly.
What happened? I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she picked grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that, and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. Swing the remix guard. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. And she picked grease in my shit. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. And she picked grease in my shit. I just got my hair done. 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 Why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real fast. Like, this is real fast. Why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real fast. It burnt my eyes. Like, this is real fast. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done 2 days ago.
Let's get this whole ass, cunt, cooch ass, digging the booty ass nigga. What the nigga name? Say his name was Razor from Philly. We need to change your name from Razor to KY Jelly. Let's send a shout out to Razor, aka KY Jelly from Philly. Let's give him a round of applause. Hey, you know what we gonna do, fam? Razor from Philly. We gonna change your name from Razor to Doodoo Brown. So next time you call the show, I want you to call the show and I say, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Say my name, Doodoo Brown from Philly. True. Hey, who is this? This Doodoo Brown from Philly. I don't like what you said. Yeah, nigga, I don't like what you said about Tank. I'm like, what you talking about? Yeah, nigga, Doodoo Brown don't play. Call 1-900-DEAL. True. If you want to argue with a nigga, about your favorite fighter, call 1-900-DEAL. Lord have mercy. Caller, what's your name? You calling from? You the last call.
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Cole? How you doing, man?
Yeah, good.
All right. Cole, I'm of the opinion, that fight is definitely going to happen. Again, whether it's late this year, early next year, most big fights do happen, especially if people want them. I just hope they don't, over marinate the shit. Mm-hmm. But Boots, Let him get that Mando out the way, right? The other guy's got a signed contract already. Let them get that fight in. Once they're free, you know, it should be easier to negotiate, you know, both fighters. You know what I mean? So nothing gets in the way. There's no excuses. Let them concentrate in, you know, in their fight. And that's it, man. You know, hopefully we get this fight in, bro. You know, people are talking. You know, we all want it. And that's it, man. Boots, you know, I keep hearing he's moving up. I don't know, but I know when they ask the guy about, you know, Norman Jr., and he doesn't really talk about the guy. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. But I do want to see the fight. Make this happen. Do not over-marinate the fight. That shit does not work. That's my call, coach.
Absolutely. New York. Yeah, man, he goddamn boy. He got that Bill Groupies, boy. He got that Bill Groupies, boy. God damn. Shit, I don't know what to say about these boy. These Bill Groupies is something else, man. It is what it is, man. Y'all know what time of TI is, man. Hey, shout out to Jamal. Hey, hold on. I want y'all to see this now. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus. But as you guys can see, listen, Houston's very own. Well, I don't want to say Houston. I got to say Lafayette, Louisiana, because Houston don't kick him to the curb. But Houston's very own Jamal Charlo. I refuse to call him the hitman because he ain't got no hit list. He's standing right next to Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is standing behind him. He has his right hand with his fist balled up a little bit. Jamal Charlo right hand with his fist balled up. So that let me know it's smoke. That's still smoke between them two. That let me know. Jamal Charlo, you cannot tell me there's no way he's standing on this stage, standing next to Caleb Plant, and he ain't thinking about that slap. True. Listen, there's no way he's standing next to Caleb Plant, and he ain't thinking about that slap. Man, this motherfucker slap taste out of me, dog. Taste out of my mouth, dog. And then Al got the nerve to put me on the undercard of the same motherfucker who slapped me. This man slapped the taste out your mouth, and Al put you on the same undercard as him, and you fighting a dude named Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops or Sugar Smacks. What the dude named? Frosted Flakes or Corn Flakes. Whatever the dude name is. He fighting a bowl of cereal. So he fighting some cereal. So he fighting a dude named after some cereal. Raisin Bran or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, whatever his name is. It's one of them cereals. So you fighting some cereal on Caleb Plant undercard, you know, the dude who slapped you, and on top of that, they got you standing right next to him. True. Wait, it don't get no worse than that. And you standing right next to him? And then Caleb Plant standing behind you. See, Plant ain't stupid. Plant, you can tell Plant came up and knew, yeah, let me, I'm gonna stand on the side of him, but I'm gonna get slightly behind him just in case. If he make any subtle moves, I can react and catch him with a counterpunch or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like Caleb Plant ready, he on point. He more hood than Jamal Charlo. How you let a dude who slapped you get behind you like that? Come on, fam. Caleb Plant sitting back like, you know, just in case this dude, Caleb Plant, now y'all know Caleb Plant, my favorite, one of my favorite slick black fighters. Caleb Plant is a slick black fighter. We've adopted him. I want to let you white folks know something. Caleb Plant belongs to the black community now. He's been adopted. You get what I'm saying? He's been adopted. He been adopted. We don't took him. It is what it is. Y'all got to find y'all. Y'all got to find y'all another white fighter that can do good. But right now, Caleb Plant has been adopted by the hood. He's been adopted by the hood. You get what I'm saying? Y'all can. Caleb Plant, my nigga, you let them put you next to the dude who slapped you, dog. Man, y'all don't understand the optics. Y'all don't understand how this look on so many levels. Oh, this don't look good at all, bro. Like y'all don't get it, dog. It's the principle.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
It's principalities. It's principalities, fam. It's not the fact that, okay, Jamal Charlo was in the wrong. He didn't have no business playing the Caleb Plant phase. Caleb Plant was justified in slapping Jamal Charlo. That ain't forget all that. Man, you got slapped by Caleb Plant in front of everybody and you ain't do nothing. The man called you a boy and told you to come get some. Now, I know in any hood I know in America, I don't know about your hood, but any hood I know in America, bro, like it's just certain things you got to be willing to go to jail for. It's just certain things you got to be willing to, you just got to be willing to go all out on. If there was any hill or mountain that you would pick to die on, this is the one. I'm just saying, in my city right here, we would be clowning this man right now. He ain't gonna better go to no barbershops. He ain't gonna better go to no barbecues. We better not catch him at the movies. He can't go to the cookout. We better not see him at the block party. He can't come to the family reunion. You got an uncle. Jamal, let me talk to you. Yeah. What's going on, Hey, man, what's going on with you and that white boy who slapped you? Oh, no, man, it ain't even like that. It ain't even like that. What you mean it ain't like that? You mean tell me he didn't slap you? I didn't see what I saw? No, you saw him slap me, but see, I was tripping. I was playing in his face. That was kind of, so you saying, so let me get this straight. So he slapped you, called you a boy, told you to come get some, and you saying it was your fault? Yeah, because I was playing in his face. He said, okay, so do you plan on getting some? Okay, so why you standing next to him? Yeah, no, you don't understand. See, man, I ain't about to try to hear that. True. Bro, I'm telling you, it's the optics. It's the optics. That's all I'm saying, fam. The optics. Shout out to Vic. He said they call them cornflake. Cornflake, Frosted Flakes, Sugar Smacks, Honey Nut Cheerios, Rice Krispies, whatever the man's name is, it's the same thing. True. It's the same thing. The man is named after a bowl of cereal.
And who's the next big star under Mayweather Promotions? Ooh, we have quite a few young guns, as I say, and I don't want to leave any names out, but we have a great roster of young talent, and we've been very selective about what we're doing, again, because when you have, an abundance of fighters, it's hard to kind of focus on. When a big fight is to be made, it has to make sense for both sides. No promoter or company is going to put their guy in an event with everything to lose and nothing to gain, especially when we talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Interesting.
Hey, let's give a shout out to the Cash Apper. Shout out to Vic. Hey, okay. Shout out to Big Boss. What did it say? Shout out to Big Boss. Salute to you, brother. Hey, okay. Green Eyes P in the building. She said, let the people speak. Hey. Okay. D Hall, the People Show. Hey, okay. Mr. Nice. Hey, okay. Candy Slim. Hey, okay. Shout out to Derek Choice. Hey, okay. Captain America, Captain Chaos. Hey, okay. Mr. Nice again. Hey, okay. Let's get the Cash Appers and Super Chatters a round of applause. Hey, okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm talking about email. I'm talking about email groupies, boy. Nigga, come out for air. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if I see you popping it, if I see you popping it harder than your girl at a Luke concert, I'm gonna look at you crazy. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, this dude here, boy got a little bit of sugar in his tank. I already see it, boy. He probably one of them erotic homo thugs.
Now I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
Hey, man, shout out to the $10 the PYTs and the honey dips. And guess what? Shout out to Shannon Sharp. He need help. Everybody, let's pray for him.
See your eyes shine, she's my soul honey, please. And with the lights, so she's my sweet love of me. Touch to my nose, this love of God is so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. Turn it up, it's me against the light. Snow money, moving on the bar. Everything's alright, got that smooth soul feel. No, that's next to the law. Take my soul, turn it up. Then party about the night. See your eyes shine, she's my soul money, please. And with the light. God is so bold. Make you move, stepping out, run out of control. It's making tonight. Snow bunny. Moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth soul feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love. Then party by the night.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Hold on. Another thing too. You know, my mother grew up in Philly back in the day, so I know for a fact there's some real hitters. There's some real hitters in Philly. There are some real hitters in Philly. What the whole ass nigga who called the show? He said his name Razor from Philly, aka Doodle Brown. There are some real niggas in Philly. Unfortunately, you ain't one of them.
True.
You ain't one of them, dog. Unfortunately, you ain't one of them, dog. Do not tell nobody you from Philly. Tell them you from Pittsburgh or you from Wyoming, or tell them you from Montana or something like that. But do not tell them people you from Philly, boy, because there's some real niggas in Philly, but unfortunately, you ain't one of them, as I said before.
The fuck? Fuck you all rolling up on for, cuz?
He must don't know. He can't know.
Huh?
He can't know.
It is what it is, man. I give everybody a shout out after these messages. Let's give a shout out, man. Shout out to Roberto. I think we got Roberto. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Legacy Mindset. Shout out to I Know Boxing. Let's go to Instagram. Shout out to Fifth Element. Shout out to Boot Barb. Job Functional Training. Shout out to Trey Hassan. Superman. Miss Black Panther. JC in the building. Shout out to everybody watching on X. We had almost 900 people watching the show today. So peace to everybody watching on X. Shout out to X, man. Shout out to Willie Sumlin. John. School on X, man. Shout out to $1 Trillion Dreams. $1 Trillion Dreams in the building. G5 from the Bronx. Z Pacino. Shout out to I said G5. Shout out to Carrie Pete. Shout out to Bishop Bullwinkle. Corey from Texas. Cooking with Sir Senior. Shout out to the lovely Miss Black Panther. Who else we have? Del Cardenas. Mr. Kendall Price. Daniel Agnew. Salute, brother. Who else we have? Shout out to Vic. Shout out to Vic Damon. Let's see. Demi Coach Ron. Salute. Who else we have? Demi Coach Ron. Mr. Kendall Price, Mr. G4L, Full Life. Who else we have, man? I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. Daniel Agnew, Willie Sumlin. Shout out to WMS 702. Who else we have? Let me go to the bottom. Superman flying through to save the day. Mr. L. Harvey in the building. It is what it is. Shout out to Hollywood Leon. Hey, but every time I hear your name, I think about my homeboy Leon from Long Beach. Man, hey, light skinned nigga with cat eyes. He light skinned dude with green eyes. Boy, you couldn't tell him nothing. Listen, he was a light skinned dude with green eyes in the 80s. True. Boy, hey, he hit the gene pool jackpot. He was a slim dude too. He hit the gene pool jackpot. Bro, do you know how much value you were worth to black women in the 80s? If you was a black man, a light-skinned black man with cat eyes, man, boy, look here, boy. Boy, listen, I'm trying to tell you, fam. In the 80s, man, hey, bro, you ain't have to have no money or nothing. Just be light-skinned. Being light-skinned, that already gets you over the top. You gonna get the draws off the rip. But to mess around and have some green eyes on top of that, They was messed. They was messed up by the eyes. The eyes in the 80s. It was eyes. It was if you were bow-legged. Let's see. It was eyes, bow-legged, skin complexion, and good hair. True. And then if all else fails, you could be an ugly dope boy. But if you're a dope boy, you got a whole lot of money. Guess what? That make up for everything that you don't have from a physical standpoint. To this day. That's it. If you was a dope boy with a lot of money, you can get any female you want. If you're a light-skinned dude that's broke, but especially if you're a light-skinned dude that's broke and got green eyes, you guess what, bro? I'm trying to tell you, boy. It is what it is. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.